Yeah.
Bring it on. Want some, get some. Can I get a hell yeah? Yes, I am a pirate. You have to go with the pirates because, of course, they have cannons and everything. It's a pirate's life for me. Be proud of who you are and what you are. You're a pirate.
It is a first down. Pirate.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. When you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it. I think I've ever been in a building as loud as that was. It was deafening in there.
You live with Omaha? I can promise you that. And a crumple all night long in Eastern North Carolina.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
My heart is purple and gold. I'm a pirate down of my soul, and I don't back down, not at all. Find out when the cannons explode.
All right, welcome in to TSO Sunday night. And if you're anywhere near me in northeastern North Carolina, in the Williamson area, we've had a bad storm. So anyway, it's been a great day. Got a chance to see the movie The Odyssey. Very good movie. Very first movie I've ever seen in IMAX. So I have to say that that's off my bucket list now. We've got a great show tonight. I promise we got an awesome guest. We'll get to him in just a second. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I have to bring in the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from LaGrange, North Carolina, it's Kyle from LaGrange. What's up, man?
As a legend, I got living legend status, like
Yeah.
like Bruno Sammartino or Larry Zbyszko, the living legend. Kyle from LaGrange.
So humble, so humble.
Well, hey, look, he introduced me as a legend.
It's hard.
All I did was embrace the moniker of the legend. It's got a nice ring to it. The legend. Kyle from LaGrange.
Alan, don't you think that we should have a walk-up song, but we can't because of copyrights? But I tried to tell him about the song Mac Davis, "It's Hard to Be Humble."
Yeah, we can all hum it, and then maybe
my walk-up song would be so obvious. You know, it wouldn't even be one of my favorites, but it would be LaGrange by ZZ Top, just because everybody knows me as Kyle from LaGrange.
Like a Jason song?
Dude, you can chill with the Jason stuff. Nobody gets it. Nobody knows.
Friday the 13th.
You're right.
Kyle, what is your address? If I were to mail you a letter,
it is LaGrange. There is Jason.
Okay.
Jason is an unincorporated township. There's no mayor, no government. There is a Jason Water Corp, but if you live in Jason, you have a LaGrange address or a Snow Hill address, depending on which side of town you're on.
Okay.
Yes, Diddy. The man, Justin Butts, he knows all about that area for sure. Let's bring in, speaking of legends, let's bring in Alan Vick, Eastern North Carolina radio legend for 83 years, I think. 84.
Yes. I started when I was 6, and I'm running into my 90th year of commercial radio now.
Okay, well, you look great, man.
Thank you. I go to Kyle's plastic surgeon.
Wow.
Let's bring in now the man that definitely loves music like I do, Stevie Fly. What's up, brother?
What the hell?
What's up? Dave went to see The Odyssey. I went to see Spider-Man.
I want to see that too. Yeah.
You figure they're having a good weekend when the budget is $227 million, and they made $927 million the first weekend. So I think they're pretty happy right now. But
says Jason.
I was good. It's August. It's time for football, NFL football, Thursday night, Hall of Fame games. And I know Kyle's thrilled to hear that.
Hey, it's the Panthers. I'll watch it.
Panthers are playing. The Panthers and the Cardinals. So
that's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a preseason game. I mean, it's not going to be good.
Well, I mean, the fact that we have it back, at least we
exactly that. But yeah,
I'm not saying the game itself. Just have it.
Rewind the tape. He literally just said that's going to be a good game. He did say it.
I did say it. Let me take it back and say I'm happy to have it back. At least
there you go.
Have something on.
We've got a good Hall of Fame class for this year.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I mean, we'll get on that another time. I want to bring in from, I believe he's still in Virginia, Northern Virginia, Johnny Robertson. What's up?
Sonny Stats
Yeah,
Robertson.
Dave, I'm
All
not
right.
near you. I'm still in Virginia, but it's storming here too. And my infrastructure is not as good as yours, so I can lose power at any moment, which is a little disturbing. But I'm heading down to North Carolina on Wednesday. Going to catch some of the Little League Softball World Series and some other things. But yeah,
Johnny,
I'm
while
in
you're
Virginia.
okay, Johnny, while you're at it, can you bring on? We have a great guest tonight. I can vouch for that. So can Kyle. But can you introduce your buddy for us?
Absolutely. Kent Sides was my high school teammate. I've been friends with him ever since probably sophomore year, and his family are all from Alabama bred, Alabama born. Kent was actually born in North Carolina and lived in Monroe for a while, but he lives in Charlottesville. But he's a season ticket holder for Alabama, as he has been for many, many, many years.
Wow.
And he's here to answer any questions anybody might have. Hey, Kent's been to a Pirates game as well. I took him to the NC State game. I think he had a good time, didn't you, Kent?
Hell yeah, that was awesome, man. You guys know how to tailgate.
Yes, sir, Kent. We glad to have you on, and certainly one of the reasons we want to have you on, obviously, is that reason of tailgating. Can you talk about that as far as people that are Pirate fans? I think everybody on the panel, well, not everybody on the panel, myself and Johnny and Justin and Matt are going. I think Alan will be doing a race off the top of my head. So in high school football, and Stevie is cutting up the meat on Saturday, unfortunately, because we would like to have him with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I appreciate y'all having me on to talk about Tuscaloosa game days. It's unbelievable from a sports experience. If you've never been to an SEC game, much less an Alabama game, I mean, it's just an unbelievable experience. Tailgating is just massive. The campus area, we have on the main campus, right over by the stadium, is an area called the Quad, and that's where all the main buildings are, the business school, all the main buildings there. And we have a big grass area there, and that's where there is a lot of organized tailgating. So season ticket holders, they basically sign up, and they have established tailgating already. There is on the west side of the Quad, there is an area that is open to people on a first come, first served basis. You can tailgate there. If you want to actually set up, tables and all that, a lot of people, I will tell you, just wherever they park, they'll just tailgate out there. You don't really have to worry about open containers and walking around and drinking. Nobody's going to give you a hard time. If you don't have a drink in your hand, somebody's going to ask you if there's something wrong, and they might offer you a beer or a bourbon. So it's pretty hospitable crowd in Tuscaloosa.
John White, a former pitcher, by the way, for Kent for ECU under Dr. Gary Overton, one of the best pitchers we had. He said, "Where's the best place to park for someone driving in, Kent?"
So, I'll go ahead and answer the question, and then I'm going to give some information. There's a website that you can look up a lot of references as far as parking, and even if you want to buy parking in advance. If you come when you come into the campus on University Boulevard, there you will start seeing signs and parking lots of banks and different businesses. And, a lot of times it's Boy Scouts or, those, and you'll be able to park for $20. And the closer you get to the stadium, the higher the price goes. You even, just like, and we experienced it when we were down in Greenville, if you drive off a campus on the edge, there were people who will actually let you park in their yard. And what you can do, that kind of limits your tailgating, though, when you do that, because they're trying to get as many vehicles in there as they can. But there definitely are, if you go to the website rolltide.com, it's pretty easy, and it's a great resource for a lot of game day information. That includes parking and tailgating and really the ins and outs of that.
All right, I'll put
Hey,
that
Kent,
in.
I have a question for Kent. If I'm heading to the stadium game day, what's the first thing I'm going to smell from the tailgate area?
So, everybody loves barbecue in Alabama, or most people love barbecue.
Ken, hold on 1 second, Ken. I'm about to cut you off, Dave. You might want to put that link again. You put rolltime.com.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm deleting it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We just talked about that. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
All right, got it right now.
So
right.
yeah, I would say you'll smell people grilling. The one thing, if you're planning on tailgating and doing any grilling, only charcoal grilling is allowed. No open flames, and that's one of the guidelines. If you look on the tailgating guidelines on rolltide.com, that'll also spell that out there.
So no gas grills, no propane allowed.
No, that's correct.
Okay.
Can you define barbecue for people like?
Is it like in Alabama? Yeah.
Tuscaloosa. What kind of barbecue are they serving up?
Yeah. Okay. So in Alabama, barbecue is generally barbecue pork, and it's not the chopped barbecue pork like you get in North Carolina. It's more of either a pulled pork for sandwiches or ribs, and ribs are real big. Pork ribs are real big. Also, a lot of barbecued chicken.
For those that don't know, that aren't familiar, Kent, and I know that it's traditional barbecue sauce on there, but tell everybody about Alabama white sauce.
So my wife told me about 10 years ago, she said, I grew up in Alabama and I never heard of Alabama white sauce. So it's something that I think that's come out in the last maybe 10, 15 years. It's a mayonnaise based sauce. So it's not really like a tangy red sauce. It's more of a creamy white sauce. But if that's your taste, that's perfectly fine. A lot of people put it on sandwiches.
Justin Butts, one of the co-hosts, I know he's got dad duty right now. He mentions Dreamland Barbecue. There's one there in Tuscaloosa. That's original, or is there two in Tuscaloosa? I know the one in Birmingham as well.
That's right. Well, the original one was built in 1958, and still the smokehouse and the restaurant are still there in Tuscaloosa. It's on the east side of town. It's right off of I love telling people it's off of Jug Factory Road, and I think it's like maybe Fifth Avenue or something like that. But if you Google it, you'll see the second one in the Tuscaloosa area is technically in Northport, which is just across the Lurleen-Wallace Bridge. That crosses across the Black Warrior River, and it's just on the other side from downtown.
We'll get a comment from Mike Radford saying no audio. I
just checked it. I'm hearing it on my
I'd also got a message from Brandon saying we were having technical issues. I don't know.
Are they listening on YouTube?
Yeah, tell us, Brandon and Mike, if you can hear us. Where are you listening? But if you can hear us, maybe your audio issues have cleared up. But anyway, Brandon, Kent, we had a question in the comment section from a listener that wanted to know the best hotel near the stadium, reasonably priced to stay at. I think at this point I can answer that question, but we'll let Ken answer it. But I think at this point you ain't going to get a hotel near the stadium. You better paint me a Birmingham.
In all honesty, for the big, for the big games, at least I can say that the decent hotels sell out a year in advance in Tuscaloosa. You probably, unless you can get like a Airbnb, your best bet's going to be probably something in Birmingham, which is about, with minimal traffic, it's about an hour away. On game day, it could be an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, depending upon what time you leave.
What are some other nearby towns? If you got Tuscaloosa, if all the hotels are booked in up there and they don't want to go all the way to Birmingham, what are some other nearby towns that you could potentially get a hotel in that would be a little closer to Tuscaloosa than Birmingham?
Yeah, so Birmingham is a pretty large area, and there's a lot of suburbs of Birmingham. I usually stay in a little town called Alabaster, and that's on the south side of Birmingham, and it's pretty easy. You can hop on Interstate 459 to Tuscaloosa, and it's a pretty quick hop. There's Alabama is a pretty rural state, so there's not a lot of densely continuous areas. It also depends on what area you're coming from. My in-laws live about an hour north of Tuscaloosa in a little town called Jasper.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
You can get hotels. Jasper is famous because that's where George Lindsay from Andy Griffith was
That's
from.
where, okay.
Jasper.
Is that
That's why
Goober?
I know that. Yeah,
That's Goober.
Yeah.
That's
Cutie,
right.
cutie.
Yep. Hey, I know somebody, Ken, interestingly enough, I know somebody that drove the wrong way down George Lindsay Highway with a van full of people going to a bachelor party.
Who would that be?
I think I know that guy too.
By the way, Will Landon, what's up, Will? Glad to have you back. A lot of people, by the way, Kent, our football coverage is what people, I think they come a lot back for. So he says, Golden Arch, I've been helping people book for months. Your best bet at this point is Birmingham. And when I looked a couple months ago, when I booked my room, it was $400 to $600 a night in Tuscaloosa.
Yep.
And so that was just for a regular room. I got a suite in Birmingham, a Renaissance in the Birmingham downtown area for $300 a night. That's 2 rooms, and we're all going to just crash and like $50 a piece.
Yeah,
it won't be the best. It won't be the best living, but that was the way we could do it. We're splitting the gas, and probably the another thing I wanted to ask you, Kent, for those of us that were not smart. And we didn't, for the Pirate Club, they didn't have that many tickets, unfortunately. And it's so they quickly sold out, and it went by priority. So those of us, I'm like in the 1,300 range out of 6,000. I didn't even get a chance to buy the tickets, but those tickets went extremely fast. What's your best bet now for those Pirate fans that don't have it, like a ticket exchange?
there is, and in fact, the university controls the ticket exchange pretty tightly. If you go to rolltide.com, there's an area on there where you can purchase tickets as well.
See, Johnny, I knew I liked this guy.
Well, the game's not sold out. You should just be able to buy them straight from the university at this point, from the athletic department, right?
Yeah, but they control it pretty tightly. And again, the rolltide.com is connected to the university, so everything that you're buying is connected to the university.
So does that mean the prices won't be like secondary? It's not secondary market.
It all depends on if they're reselling. But I mean, tickets are
the cheapest $49, but that's no seats.
Tickets are generally not super expensive, especially for the first it's 100. Well, it's like a little over 100,000 people in the stadium. But I mean, it's you'll be able to get tickets. It's not a problem. But everything everything at Alabama, just like probably everywhere else now, all the tickets are electronic. There's no paper tickets, and I think that's so they can control and monitor who's buying and reselling tickets, and then also to cut down on fraud. Yeah,
Kent, I had that happen. A buddy of mine, we'll have to have him on sometime, but Leonard Baker, he's a coach. He was my mentor, the AD when I was at the School for the Deaf, and he's retired now. But anyway, he went to tennis back in the day with Rocker Ishmael and all those guys from Notre Dame. He went to a Notre Dame Tennessee game. It was at Tennessee, and he got 2 tickets. And they scout, the guy gave him the tickets, and all of a sudden they looked and realized they were fraudulent. They were fraudulent tickets.
Oh my gosh.
So basically, what he did was they went in there and held the ticket where you couldn't see that it was fraudulent. And
my gosh.
They found this old man, and my friend Leonard said, "Tear the ticket." And so he tore the ticket. They got in, and then sure enough, they didn't have seats. Somebody else, came to the ticket, but that's one of those things that happens. And I don't think we really have it at ECU. People just come to the wrong sections, but I don't think we have that problem.
No.
That would be a nice problem to have. That means that we'd have a sellout, and then I guess standing room only. People would have to stand underneath the stage.
Kent, what are some other barbecue restaurants besides just Dreamland? I mean, everybody talks about Dreamland. What are some other ones that shouldn't be missed?
Yeah, Dreamland definitely is the most famous. So there's a small barbecue place called Archibald and Woodrow's, and it is it's not on campus. It's I guess technically right across the bridge in Northport, but they've got great food there. They don't really have a dining room to sit in. It's mostly picnic tables outside. So it's a lot like in Greenville going to Bees, where they've just got picnic tables outside. But really, really good barbecue. A lot of people will buy barbecue there and then take it to their tailgate.
What about Gus's fried chicken? Justin said.
I've not
Memphis,
eaten it. Not eating it at Gus's.
Is there a Gus's in Alabama
Yeah,
now? That's
that
what
was-
Memphis look at.
What's he talking about? I thought that was Nashville. I mean, Memphis.
It is
Memphis.
Oh, maybe.
Well, is there a good fried chicken spot? There we go. We'll segue from Justice's question. Is there a good fried chicken spot in the Tuscaloosa area?
Yeah, so I mean, you can get good fried chicken. I would say at City Cafe, which is one of the diners, one of the
Sounds
old traditional
fancy.
diners. Yeah, no, it's not. It's a pretty humble place.
What about what was the place that you told us, Kent? We were talking about pre-interview with you on the phone. What was the name of that place you told me? I love. I don't know about you guys. I love atmosphere. I love like memorabilia. And you told me about a place. I know Kyle does too. You told us about a place where they have. It's very famous. Been there a long time. They've got tons of. They've got tons of memorabilia, and they even have was it the footprints or the handprints of former players?
Oh, you're talking about it's not a restaurant before the game.
Yeah, that's Denny Chimes. That's so there's like a bell tower right on the edge of the quad, right across the street from the president's mansion, called Denny Chimes. And if you go there before the game, it has in concrete. It has the hand and cleat prints of all the All-Americans, and so you'll get to go and see handprints of Bart Starr, Joe Namath, Kenny Stabler. I mean, all the way up to recent Alabama All-Americans there. So,
and where's that in relation to the stadium? Because that's something a lot of fans probably like to see.
It's about 2 blocks from the stadium, and it is it's right on University Boulevard. So you'll see across the street from it is the president's mansion, which is this big, beautiful white mansion with columns, and then you'll definitely see Denny Chimes. I mean, it's like 50 feet, 60 feet tall, and it stands out from the landscape there on the quad. And people are, it's a big meeting point. A lot of people meet there, but you'll also see, and I've been there looking at the handprints and footprints, and you look over and you'll see, some famous former Alabama football player there, showing his kids, footprints there. So that's definitely something you want to be sure that you do while you're there. And it's not anything that you got to stand in line for. It's not anything that you can pretty much walk up and do it. And it's just really unbelievable.
There is a
Ken, what about the Bear Bryant Museum? I never went there. When all the times I went down there, I never went. Would you give a quick review on that?
100%. Yeah, it is. If you are into college football, it is just an unbelievable place to go. It's about 3 blocks from the quad. And it's where the Alumni Association building is. You gotta buy a little ticket to get in. It's not that much. It may be $5 to get in, but I mean they have memorabilia for college football and Bear Bryant and the University of Alabama, and then they even have Bear Bryant's office that they've set up in there and reconstructed, and then it goes into the Saban years. I mean, it's just incredible.
Hey.
If you're a fan.
Kent, we have a question here. I got 2 questions for you. Let's do this one. You're a popular guy. Kent, what are all the Alabama fans and players saying about the game versus East Carolina? Are they taking it seriously, or are they thinking it's going to be a cakewalk?
So I don't think that they're not taking it seriously. Alabama, we've had upsets before. We're coming off the season opener upset against Florida State last year. And so I'm pretty sure that they're going to be tuned up and ready to play. I think some of the biggest questions we've got are who's going to be the starting quarterback. So there's a little bit of a quarterback controversy at Alabama. Is it going to be Austin Mack, who is the senior, and he actually transferred from the University of Washington along when Kalen DeBoer took the job, and then we've got a sophomore named Keelan Russell, and
that's who I heard was going to start. But
yeah. I hope Keelan Russell starts because I'm worried that if Austin Mack gets it, that Keelan Russell is going to hit the portal. Don't want that to happen.
Well, he wouldn't be able to hit the portal. Is the other kid a senior? Kent?
Yeah, Austin Mack is a senior.
Well, the sophomore wouldn't be able to hit the portal until after the season. So I mean,
Correct.
What he's saying, that's what he's saying. He doesn't want.
Well, he's. I mean, you convinced him he's going to get the starting job the following year. Whoever the hell. I mean, no. I hope the worst quarterback starts personally, but I don't think you can worry about that as a coach and staff. You can't worry about if the kid's going to transfer. He's going to transfer. Tell him to get his ass out of there. You got to start whoever the best quarterback is.
100%. And Alabama's got like 3 hotshot quarterbacks
coming in.
So yeah, I mean it's a very active quarterback room and heated competition.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, what we've got to do is go get into the season and have stability because they got to establish the identity of the team. Even we had kind of a questionable running game last season, so I think we've got some pretty solid running attack and offensive line this season as well. So now, definitely Alabama is not going to not take East Carolina seriously.
By the way,
go ahead, Dave.
Hey, Ken, by the way, sidebar really fast. I'm not taking Justin Butts seriously because I had to do that segue really fast. Gus's Fried Chicken is in Birmingham, by the way, Justin, which we'll be staying at, which means we can still get Gus's on sometime Saturday night, Friday. And what about they mentioned here on Google, because that's my friend, Guthrie's. Is that good?
Guthrie's is great fried chicken.
Okay, there
excellent fried chicken. And again, just rounding out the barbecue scene in Tuscaloosa, these are chains, but they're great. Moe's Original Barbecue, fantastic, and that's more of a barbecue sandwich place. You can get ribs, but they have some of the best sides. So they're collard greens and macaroni and cheese, unbelievable. And then the last one is Full Moon Barbecue, and again, it's you can get all kinds of different barbecue there, and they've got a really good chow that goes along with the barbecue.
That sounds really good. Robert Dedrick, by the way, I told you you're a popular dude, Kent, and you're always welcome back with us, Alabama or not. You can be a guest anytime. He says, what's the water situation? Can you bring water? It's imagine it's going to be roasting. And by the way, Robert, that's 11 a.m. Central Time. CDT start. Well, yes.
Yeah. So you can bring water. You can bring a cooler on wheels to take with you around.
Cooler
into the stadium. You mean into the stadium?
Can't take it into the stadium.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so you can. Once you park your car, you're going to be walking until you leave the game. So stay hydrated.
I think what he's asking is, can you bring unopened water into the stadium?
No, they won't let you bring anything into the stadium. You have to buy it inside the stadium.
Okay.
All right. So drink a whole bunch of water before you go.
Yeah, I'm going to make recommendations, and this will be for the App State game too. Gatorade, and there's a company called Fire Salt. There's these companies now that are making hydration powder mix-ins, and if you're really worried about that, particularly if you're going to drink alcohol for those first 2 games, that may be something you can look into. They should let you bring those in, and then just mix them into your water when you buy your water at the stadium.
By the way, Kent, we had a game in Kyle, I believe it was 95 degrees. It was the hottest opening day that I know of.
Temperature was 95, and then the I think the real field was well over 100. It was ECU App State 2011.
And we ended up
12. Hell, I don't. Go ahead.
400 people, Kent, were taken out of the stadium because they did not, as Jimmy Buffett said, God rest his soul. I'm a big Parody fan. I was at a Jimmy Buffett concert one night. He said, some of y'all didn't pace yourself very well. And that's what happened. They didn't pace themselves very well, partaking in pirate adult beverages. And some of it was just because people were not hydrated, and
That's
400
right.
people, 400 people were taken out. Like that never happens. That many people.
That's dangerous.
That's the worst. Don't you think, guys? That's the worst I've ever seen it as far as people being
Definitely.
taken.
Hey, Ken, isn't Saturday the 5th? Is that, what is that on the calendar in Alabama? Isn't it like a special day or something?
Yeah, it's. I always recognize any game day in Tuscaloosa as being Brown Liquor Saturday. So
That's what I think. Yeah.
I love it.
So, can you tell us? Can you sneak bourbon if you wanted to? I'm not saying I would do this. Can you sneak some in, and what's the best method? Would you say?
I knew a guy who tried to, at the Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, he tried to bring in a pint of bourbon in his ball cap, and it did not work.
It was not Kyle from LaGrange.
A pint in his ball cap? How big was some bitch's head?
It was me, Kyle.
Yeah.
Know him,
okay, all right. You tried to sneak in a pint in your ball cap?
Yeah, I know. I thought it would be easy. What I did, I had the bourbon in my back pocket, had my hat on. I took my hat on and like scratched my head, and I moved my hat behind me and took the bourbon out of my pocket and put it in my hat. And he didn't buy it at all.
You know when I went to see Turnpike the other week in Charlotte, they actually asked me to remove my hat coming in.
I set a precedent.
Yet well,
Johnny Robinson.
We'll say I snuck a airplane bottle in, but it may have been something else inside Jessica's bra.
Yeah.
So
so going into the stadium, all I can tell you is you will have to go through either a walkthrough or be wanded for metal detection and potentially even patted down. So.
The best way is what I just said. Is put your airplane bottles in your old lady's bra. They're not going to fill her boobies.
Well, what if Johnny wants to wear a bra?
I'd rather not drink.
I think if Johnny wants to wear a bra, that's his business.
And they put the airplane bottles.
Who's going to check Johnny for a bra anyway?
He's just hoping to be patted
but that
down.
is if you want to sneak airplane bottles in anywhere, your old lady's bra is the way to go. They're not going to fill her boobs.
Will the wires set it off if it's a wired bra?
Well, I mean, either way, no, they won't. But even
anybody
if
else
they
having
did,
issues here?
No,
I can hear perfect.
Who's not?
I can hear everybody if they can hear me.
Sarah, can you not hear us?
No, I went out for a little while.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Good. But that's the answer to the question. So if you want to sneak it in, that's how you sneak it in. The other way is, and JR, I think you mentioned this one time for concerts. Probably not the best idea in Birmingham or Tuscaloosa on September 5th, but cowboy boots. It's a great way to sneak in.
Yeah, the Golden Arch is saying put the airplane bottles in your shoes.
Yeah, but make sure the airplane bottles have a plastic screw top, not a metal one.
Yes, good call.
In case you get wanded.
All right. We had a question about beer and alcohol. I guess Justin wanted to ask about
beer.
Yeah, can you buy alcohol in the stadium?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can buy. They sell beer, and you can buy like
airplane bottles.
No,
alcoholic seltzer and stuff like that.
And just not distilled spirits, just beer, wine, and seltzers.
Yeah,
that kind of junk.
Yeah, they do not sell hard liquor in the stadium.
I didn't think they would. And
how's the stadium food?
Stadium food is actually good. So they've got really good stadium dogs there, and like a smoked sausage that you can get to. They've got chicken fingers, and someplace might even have pizza. So I mean, the stadium food's pretty decent there.
We had a question about the lines too. How are the lines as far as that was a question way up there about concession stands? We have trouble with that at our stadium. How do you guys handle over 100,000 people? I would imagine you got a lot of places, and you don't have to wait too long. I hope.
Yeah, the concessions are broken up on the different mezzanine levels, and so you just need to time it when you go to the concession. I wouldn't wait until till halftime to go. You may want to go a few minutes before halftime or just after halftime. But I mean, there's enough concessions to where, and then they also have little kiosks selling beverages and selling
You come in on Friday night. Is East Carolina has Free Boot Friday? Is there anything organized like that for people to go to, or is it just go hang out at the local bars and restaurants?
Pretty much hang out at the bars and the restaurants. That's correct.
I had a question for those that are traveling, and we have the rich pirates that have those big motorhomes. Is that something that they could drive down to Tuscaloosa and stay the weekend, or not? I know
there is. Yeah, and so on the tailgating, if you look on there as far as the parking goes, there are specific lots for RVs.
Okay.
Yep. And
so rolltide.com.
Yeah, I would go to rolltide.com. It's a great resource, and everything is pretty much spelled out there as far as the ins and outs. And usually you can buy your passes right there on the website.
Earlier when you were talking about Moe's Barbecue, Kenny said, sorry, we stayed away from anything named Mo. Scotty Montgomery, so we called him Coach Mo. So, 9 wins in 3 years. We can't do that. We can't go back to that.
Let's not go into anything with John either.
Yeah, John. Will Landis said, Kent, what is the sentiment on DeBoer as he enters year amongst Alabama fans?
So it's all about winning. And the first thing you got to do is you got to beat Auburn. Thank God he's beat Auburn every year he's played them. And then the big games are going to be, it's in Alabama football. It is, how far are we going to get? Nobody tolerates more than one loss. So, I mean, that's a pretty high bar. Personally, I think DeBoer is a very, very solid guy. He does great recruiting. He's not Nick Saban. Everybody wants him to be Nick Saban, and he's just not. He's not going to, have a fit on the sidelines and, be emotional like that. And he's getting a lot of pressure to be more emotional and to be more passionate and to show that. I just don't know that that's in his character. I mean, he's more of a calm and calculated guy, but it's a split jury.
I did have another question for you. I was thinking about today, getting ready, guys. Sorry, I wanted to throw this one in while we're talking about the fans. So we know about the quarterback controversy. We know that. But let's say, I think, guys, what is the latest line? 20? Is it still 26?
26 and a half, 54 and a half total, which means they think we're going to score 14 points, and Alabama's going to score,
40?
40 and a half, 40 points. It's going to be 40 to 14 and a half.
So let's say that here's my question. I mean, all of us are going to be real. We think that Alabama's going to win. But let's say that it's you guys don't cover and it's a 17-21 point game like I think it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Will the fans say, oh my God, you're playing that Eastern Carolina? Don't get me started on that. And you're playing Eastern Carolina and you can't win more than 17 points or 21, or they say, oh, it's game one, we survived in advance?
Well, 2 years ago, we struggled opening up against the University of South Florida.
Right.
And so I think that we've tasted, close brushes with defeat before. And I think that it's, first of all, as long as you win the game, people are generally going to be okay. But, the talk sports radio loves to talk and rehash everything on Monday morning with, the talk shows and the Monday morning quarterbacks. I think that it's Alabama generally, they get stronger as the season goes on. Every game they get stronger and stronger, and they got to, because they've got starting, I think, game 5 we got to play Georgia, and then Tennessee. And then, not far after that, we got to play LSU. So, I mean, you get into murderer's row there in the SEC schedule.
Yeah. Hey, I did hear Greg McElroy's podcast, and he went over the schedule game by game. And he started off with East Carolina, and he said, this team has talent. This is going to be a good test for whichever quarterback gets to start, because they have some talent. This is a good defensive team. So I was that immediately made me feel good and respect Greg McElroy for just saying that, because I listened to another podcast and the dude said, well, we're not even going to waste our time on East Carolina. Let's go to the next game, Kentucky.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Greg McElroy, there's a reason Greg McElroy has done national radio shows on XM Sirius Satellite, and some other guys like probably the other podcasts have. But McElroy is actually a good analyst. He's not just a homer.
No, you're right.
Ken, is he still in that Birmingham? He left Sirius XM because Birmingham, there's a radio station there paying him more money. Is he still down there doing that?
You know what? It's a great question. I think he mostly he's on ESPN,
right?
So he's a commentator on ESPN or the SEC network,
right?
Yeah, if he was on a radio station in Birmingham, Kent wouldn't know about it because he's never in Birmingham.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a good station in Birmingham, a good sports radio station called Jox, Jox, and if you Google that, I mean, that's a great. If you want to listen to sports talk in Birmingham, that's a really good show.
And what about?
Somebody asked a question earlier, and Kent's already addressed this, so I'll answer it. It was the Golden Arch. Yes, they are cashless, just like Carter Finley, completely cashless. Although I think what you were trying to actually say when you said that Carter Finley and NC State was cashless, I think what you were trying to actually say is they were classless.
Classless.
So,
Hey-o.
But yeah, he already addressed that. Alabama and pretty much East Carolina's cashless now.
It's been about 2 or 3 years. Kent, when you're talking about the ball game itself, one of my favorite things that Alabama does, and we've seen it on YouTube and obviously on Reels for Facebook, is when the fans sing Dixieland Delight.
Oh yeah. So that's a traditional thing that they do, and it's in kind of the mid fourth quarter.
Okay.
And I think they generally do it kind of for when they feel like the game is. Now the students don't decide when they do it. It's choreographed, through the stadium, but the students have added their own special lyrics to the song.
Yeah, Kyle, do you know those lyrics?
No, I don't.
Like Tennessee and obviously Auburn and LSU.
No, I don't. I do find it interesting that Randy Owen is actually a Jacksonville State guy, not an Alabama guy, the lead singer of Alabama.
Yeah, that's right.
True.
But go ahead, John.
The hatred for Auburn is deep. I've seen it firsthand. Kent's cousin, Sabrina, she won't even refer to them as Auburn. They're Lee County. That's what she calls
correct.
them.
Correct.
It's just, I've never seen anything like it. That rivalry, the hatred.
I can tell you at Christmas time that the Christmas get together for the family down there, if Alabama beats Auburn, the Auburn faction
they never
may or may not show up for Christmas. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. Robert, here's another one. Thank you, Robert. Great questions tonight. He says he expects both defense to play well if our offense doesn't go 3 and out and put on D in bad situations.
Yeah.
And put RD in bad situations. I think defense. I think our defense can potentially keep Alabama's offense in reasonable check. I think Robert just made a good point. Brand new offense, brand new everything on that side of the ball. Are they going to leave the defense on the field too long? And that's my fear. It'll get out of hand late. Alabama, it kills me. People, Alabama ain't what they used to be, or Alabama gone downhill. Yeah, they only made the playoffs last year. They suck.
I know. The point that we're making, though, Kyle, I will tell you this, Ken, to be fair, the point we're making is if it was Nick Saban, it would be 63-10. I mean, it would be
Saban really didn't run it up. If you look back, Saban really did not run it up on non-conference opponents. So, not his style.
The thing is, though, Kyle, Alabama compared to years past getting into playoffs, they backed in the playoffs this year.
I'd love to back in the playoffs. It'd be nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kent, as far as the Pirates are concerned, we have a lot of respect for Alabama. And the one thing I want to mention when we went to when we went to Ann Arbor and the big house, we tailgated right across from the people were so friendly, and they're just like, look, you guys are great. We like you a lot. As long as you don't pull for Ohio State, you'll be fine here.
I think that's as long as you don't, pull for Auburn or LSU or Tennessee, everybody will like you.
Yeah. So that feeling, and we didn't have an offense. Speaking of not having an offense, we lost 30-3. But if we'd had an offense, any kind of offense, it would have been much closer. Our defense played a lot better than what most people expected. And we kicked the field goal at the very end of the game so we wouldn't have a shutout. Let's see. Matt Redmond. Hey, Matt, what's up? If the goal is to win the conference and get to the playoffs, then here's the trial run like Tulane had with Ole Miss. That's a good point.
Tulane was more of a proven commodity than we were. But
Will Landon caught up with Brian Ellis, the quarterback coach at Bama, earlier this summer, and he was very complimentary of ECU and our defense. So, yeah, well, Will, what is he supposed to say? You're nothing but trash. I mean,
don't give them any bulletin board material.
They're not going to. And again, Kent, with a lot of the coaches, not that they're not taking East Carolina seriously, but that conference schedule you guys have is brutal from start to finish. And you have week 2, you have Kentucky, so it's not like you have a few weeks to prepare for the SEC.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'd be looking ahead to Kentucky. I'd just go ahead and start practicing for the Wildcats now.
Don't worry about it.
Look ahead.
You don't even need to. You know what? Coach DeBoer, you can give the team a week off. It's fine. Just give them a week off and let them go back to visit their family and come back.
In fact, I hear some players from Kentucky just pointed at Alabama on the schedule. And
yeah, exactly.
By the way, I wanted to. He shouldn't have done what he did. But so Alabama understands, please do not say Eastern Carolina.
Carolina.
It had nothing to do. He was wrong for doing it because it was a bulletin board material.
Boy, it happens all the day. I was watching a damn video on TikTok the other day where this dude was identifying college logos. So, can you name this logo from this college? And the son of a bitch called us Eastern Carolina University, and he got 8 out of 8. And I had the comments say, "No, you didn't, son. You got 7 out of 8 because Eastern Carolina doesn't exist."
That's too much.
Yeah, so that's where we are there. It has nothing to do. I hope you'll spread the word for us. It has nothing to do with Alabama at all. It has to do with every year. I mean, we're not talking about local people. We're talking about ESPN, people that get paid.
Professionals, yeah.
Yes, professionals. Eastern Carolina.
It happens all the time. All the time. And I think it's because in Division I football, we're the only directional school that is not Eastern or Southern or Western. It's East. And I think that's what screws people up, but it's really annoying. Can you not read?
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my professional life, I spent a lot of time in Greenville. So, I mean, I totally get the whole East Carolina thing.
Yeah, no doubt. And do you guys have any more questions for Ken? I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I have one question, Dave.
Go ahead.
Kent, where do Pirate fans party after we upset the Crimson Tide? What's a good spot?
Well, there's bulletin board material.
Somebody had to ask that question. We were 48.
Yeah. So right on the strip. So the strip is the area between the stadium and downtown Tuscaloosa, and you basically can walk that area. There's Galette's, which is one of the most famous bars there, and they have this drink called the Yellow Hammer, and it's I can't tell you what's in it, but it's yellow and it's very strong. And the Houndstooth is right across the street from that. There's a great Irish pub called Innisfree. So Johnny, you'll have lots of places to party.
Whoa, you're leaving out my personal favorite, Harry's Bar. They're up until 1:30 too. So
yes, they are. Harry's is not right on the strip. Harry's is a couple of miles away. So you got.
Yeah, it's worth the trip though. And hey, they have a giant Jolly Roger flag on the ceiling. So I mean, it's been there for a while, but that might come back to haunt them hopefully.
Oh, well, here we go. Matt says my thing was Tulane lost to Ole Miss 45-10 and still went to the playoffs to lose in similar fashion. So this game. It's just about money and profile of it.
Yeah, you can't judge a lot, I don't think, from this game unless like I said, the biggest thing I'm going to look for from our offense in this game, being we're going to be so screen heavy, is how we block, how we set up screens, and how we block downfield.
We with our head coach Blake Harrell, of course, our previous coach Mike Houston was big about running the ball on defense. So you never know, trick plays. There's all kinds of stuff that can happen. And then Brandon said, "Kent, you talk about the hatred between Alabama and Auburn is real. The hatred between East Carolina and NC State is real."
He went to the game in 22.
I did.
It is
I witnessed it.
Look. Let me just say this: when they're on the field with NC State, we want to beat the hell out of them, and I'm not going to hold. But it is nothing. That is nothing. And I agree with the rivalry. It is a big rivalry, and we had the issue in '87 where they called us, said it was a riot. We tore down the goalpost when we beat them in Raleigh, and we've beat them a lot. And at least they will play us. North Carolina won't even play us, so UNC won't, because we
beat them 3 times in a row.
I was going to say that's the problem we have, Kent. By the way,
wow,
is we have a lot of teams who won't schedule us because I'm fair to the athletic director John Gilbert, and he said it is that he's calling up people and they're saying there's no way we're going to play you because we need like, in other words, they need a win, and they're scared they're going to get upset.
They need a cupcake, and you're not a cupcake.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
hey, Kent and I went to Carter Finley Stadium to watch Alabama beat NC State. That was fun
That's
too.
right. That's
Hey,
right.
who did you pull for, Johnny?
Who do you think? Alabama.
yeah. How long have you been a season ticket holder?
So let's see. My daughter, when she started going there, me and my dad were going down, and we were buying tickets on StubHub, and my dad pretty much said, "This is BS. We could get season tickets cheaper than we can buy them on StubHub." So
That's true.
I would say 12 years.
Okay.
12 years.
What's the best game you've seen at Alabama?
So the one that I enjoyed the most, was the national championship game against Notre Dame, which was in Miami.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And my daughter, she said, "Dad, I really want my boyfriend to sit with me. So if I get a really good student ticket, would you sit there and then let me sit with my boyfriend?" And I said, "Sure." And I was literally like 10 rows between the goal posts in the end zone.
Oh,
and,
man.
I mean, that's where Alabama scored like their first 3 touchdowns right in front of me. And they did have alcohol served at that stadium. And so after like the second touchdown, I said, "I think I'm going to go have an adult beverage."
Here's a question for you. We've been talking about, we had a special on Friday Night Emergency Pod. Robert Dedrick says, with the new eligibility ruling, are you hearing of any graduated players coming back?
Not at Alabama, and not in football. I know in basketball, we had some guys who tried to come back and play, and with mixed or no success. But I haven't heard that on Alabama's football team.
Yeah, I did hear, Dave. I've been reading a lot about that, and Georgia seems to gain the most from this situation because they have
Georgia's got 3 players.
Yeah, big time players that would just would be a difference maker on an already good team.
So Georgia had 3 players that graduated last year.
That have not, that never redshirted. They're all class of 22 high school. And none of them, one of them's still in an NFL camp, but if, he's going to get cut. These players, if they feel like they're going to get cut, why not come back to college and make a little bit of money?
Are they going to allow that? I mean,
really,
it's all over the place. I've heard if you sign an NFL contract like that, you can't play. Then I heard that you can. And then now, I heard there's a portal. And now I've read that you had to announced you were going to enter the portal in January. So it is all over the place about that ruling.
Go to enter the portal when in football.
That's what I'm saying, Stevie. When you didn't know you were going to have eligibility left. Yeah. So some kids did that. Some kids did that, trying to get eligibility, hoping they were going to get eligibility. I do remember that happening. But anyway, I don't know. It's a mess. We'll find out more about that this week.
No doubt. And Kent, how do you feel about the college football or college sports Save College Sports Protection Act? Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to hang on the call because I want to hear y'all talk about it. But I think that something's got to be done to correct the current system that we've got because it's.
It looks like it's going to pass. The SEC and the Big Ten finally announced they support it.
The Big Ten and it was SEC that basically was holding out.
Yeah, but neither of them are in Congress or the Senate.
Yeah,
right. But the only way Congress or Senate is going to vote against it is if state-supported schools don't want it. Now, that here's the thing. The SEC, the Big Ten say they support it, but who's to say a congressman, senator from Texas or from Ohio is going to secretly Ohio State and Texas are saying we don't want this shit, and then they're going to vote against it. It should pass, but to JR's point, there's still a chance it won't because you never know what's going on behind the scenes.
Well, and
somebody could add on a rider, as I mentioned the other night. Something that nobody would vote for, like, well, we're going to add on this rider where you can abort a baby's in the 9th month. Well, then that's not going to pass. So you never know, but it would be a great thing for college sports. I think it has to happen. If we're going to continue to all play together as one big FBS family, if we're going to quit, look, at some point people are going to get sick and tired of spending so damn much money. And the biggest thing is going to be the transfer rule, where you can transfer once. You got 5 to play 5. You can transfer once without penalty. Then after that, you have to sit out. That's going to cut down a lot of these transfers, which is going to cut down on a lot of these salaries.
Yeah, it's going to help with that. And Ken, I don't know if I told you the other night when we were talking with you, me, and Johnny, but LSU just heard last week or the week before, LSU has as far as salaries, speaking of salaries, somewhere just north of $50 million. So if you think that something's wrong, if you don't think anything's wrong with college sports, which I think everybody on the show, and I would say probably 99.99% of fans that watch our show and listen and beyond, then something's wrong, because $50 million is outrageous to spend on
absolutely
football, in my opinion.
Yeah. 2 years ago, Nick Saban was giving Ohio State hell because they had a $30 million roster. Now it's $50 million.
Yeah. So my point is, Kent, not to get off the tracks here, but what's the end game? Are you going to have 100 million, 200 million?
I think the end game is going to have to be that law passing.
Absolutely.
I hope it does.
Yep.
It has bipartisan support. It has a lot of support from the college football fans. It's nothing controversial. In other words, that even though I told you guys that, with the August recess, they come back, and then the election day is November 3rd. Again, we're not getting to politics about how you feel. However you feel is fine. But they may push it back, kick the can down the road until after the election. But I hope that they will do it in September or October is my hope. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. I will just add that last season, Texas A&M, I think, had the biggest
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, but Texas A&M had this huge spend on their roster, and they didn't even win the conference or make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I know their head coach is under major pressure to win.
Elko is.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that's the thing about A&M is that they're to the point of where I know that they want to win and everything, but when you keep firing coaches, you just don't have the stability.
That's right.
I get the whole thing. I'll tell you the one that I'm interested, by the way, Kent, is Arkansas, because Arkansas, those fans want to be, they're living the 1980s all over again. And when they joined, I think it was 92 when they joined the SEC off the top of my head, it hasn't been the same. I think they would have been better off to stay in I know why. I understand that. Same way with A&M and all that in Texas and Oklahoma. It's about money. But as far as winning, man, you could win a lot easier than the Big 12 than you can the SEC.
That's right. And I'm surprised the money that Arkansas dumped getting Calipari there for be the basketball coach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they sure did. And I know that things are different in Fayetteville, but a lot of the teams now, and where's the easy out? Where's the easy win when you have Vanderbilt that's improved and the Mississippi schools are better? I mean,
Yeah, the easy win is Arkansas.
Yeah.
Probably
No.
Arkansas and maybe Kentucky, South Carolina. But South Carolina has good. I think they have good recruits. We'll see.
Yeah, Kentucky had been on the upswing until last year, but
Yeah.
guys, Ken, are you going to stay on with us, or you got anything else Alabama related? We need
I
to
will,
speak, or?
but the one thing I want to leave you guys with, I'm going to stay on and listen. As far as getting into the stadium, you got to go. There's like 4 little security points that you can enter the stadium by. You want to be in the stadium an hour before kickoff because, I mean, with the Jumbotron and there's a lot of activities in the stadium you're going to want to see. So don't wait till the last second to try to get into the stadium. Get in there, and if you can be in there an hour ahead of time. I don't know if they're going to have a flyover or anything. A lot of times they have impressive flyover. It's an 11 o'clock kickoff, so there's not going to be the LED light show in the stadium and all that. But you know, the intro, the team, and all the music and the sound system and all that, it's impressive. And I mean, it's something you guys will always remember. I'm pretty sure.
Ken, I had one final question for you. For those of us that obviously we're going to be driving. We're coming from Birmingham, so being an hour-ish away, like, should we leave like at 8 o'clock, or how early should we leave the hotel to get to Tuscaloosa and not have a whole bunch of traffic?
Yeah, I would. The sooner you can get there and get your parking settled and get onto, if you're going to be doing tailgating, because it's an 11 o'clock game, I mean, the morning's going to slip away pretty fast. And it's like, there's so many people. It's like going to it's like a religious state fair. That's what Tuscaloosa is going to be like.
I wouldn't leave at 8:30. I mean, you're talking about getting there at 10 o'clock at that point.
Yeah.
I'd leave about 7 or 7:30.
I would try to be in Tuscaloosa by 8:30.
Okay. There you go. For those the traffic report brought to you by Kent Sides, as he's going to be. I know you're not in the helicopter, but I assume you'll be on the helicopter on game day. No, we're kidding. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. You can stay as long as you. We just want to make sure that we're not, as I told you, pre-show, that we want to keep you too long when we know that you're a busy dude and you gave a lot of time. So thank you so much. And very informative tonight.
Hey, it was a thrill. I really appreciate it. And roll tide to y'all and go Pirates.
All right. Will says great info. Appreciate you there, Ken, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you all.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. I think Ken's going to hang out there and listen to this. So in Pirate Land, practice, the guys report Tuesday, practice starts Wednesday. So real football finally.
Yes.
This week. It'll be interesting to see. There's a lot of position battles. Obviously, on the offensive side of the ball, quarterback being the most notable. You got running back that's going to kind of be by rotation, but there's a battle there. I think there's going to be some battle, particularly for the slot position at receiver. Well, guys, what position battles besides quarterback stick out to y'all the most?
That's to me the biggest. I think everything else.
Corner, yeah, good point.
I do feel confident, like all the position battles, but depth is an issue for sure. That's why JD Lampley coming back, that would help with depth. But if we have 2 good starters with Preston Carr and Ryan Roseboro, but man, depth is everything, and you got to rotate a lot.
Lampley,
like Kyle, you've already mentioned that though. You've already mentioned that we rotate a lot on defense.
Yeah,
got to have players to do that.
Yeah, and if you can get Lampley back, you do that in a hurry. Who knows if we'll be able to or not? I don't know. Does he want to come back?
His post.
Oh yeah, he wants to come back.
See that post?
I didn't see what Lampley posted. What did he say?
He posted a picture of the Undertaker rising up.
I did not realize that was him. Okay.
Wearing a number 9 Lampley jersey.
I did not realize. I saw that. I thought maybe one of you guys made that.
That was from him.
Yeah. Well, you tell you what, if we can get JD Lampley back, for that matter, all those guys, but particularly Lampley, that'd be friggin' awesome. That you can't have too many defensive linemen, and particularly of his quality.
Yeah. Hey, this doesn't really matter. It's just fluff. But Kendrick Dujour stole his number 9, so I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I guess they would give it back to JD. I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't really
I don't
matter.
think you strip it from a player that has it now,
No.
even if it is DeJour, who has been a bit of a character. Shit. Has anybody got 99? I don't know. Who cares?
That was him. That was yeah, you're right. JD was 99, but he said he looked fast. JD told me he felt faster with the 9 instead of the 2 9s.
Yeah.
Well,
The fabric.
So we'll see. It doesn't matter.
Well, there it slows him down. By the way, Golden Arch. Any word on the new indoor practice facility? Yes, looking like October is what we're hearing, and obviously we've got to make sure the weather, but I don't know when the date, but it looks like it will be open this season, not at the start of the season, but more like I would say the middle of the season. So that's going to be great. And I tell you one thing, that Isley Performance Center, Indoor Performance Center, is absolutely gorgeous. I drive by it a lot, not on purpose, actually, going to different places.
You sounded like your favorite person right then, Dave. Anybody catch that?
A lot.
You caught it. Alan caught it.
A lot.
Yeah. So
do you know who you sounded like that?
A lot.
A lot.
Dave's one of my favorite people. I like him a lot.
A lot. He's great. He's the greatest.
He's great. I love him. My
He's my favorite. It's funny, me and Vic are the only ones that caught that.
Dave, you're gonna come fly on the Air Force One with me, Dave.
Yes. By the way, Dave, have you noticed some ass clown, and I bet I know who it was, put the Sports Objective email into the have you noticed the emails we get? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, what happened?
Am I the only one that pays attention to Sports Objective
Dave,
emails? Go check the Sports Objective email, Dave. We're subscribed to a certain newsletter, and I bet you I know who did it.
Oh, I got a feeling I know who did it then.
I know who did it. Yeah, I know who did it.
Hey, by the way,
some Italian that's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Balsam Hills, done it again.
There you go. If you go to ECUpirates.com, they have a webcam for the practice facility where you can watch live 24 hours a day if you choose to. And it will show you. And I actually went inside. I went inside and
you didn't get arrested?
Yeah, no, they've got a long way to go is what I'm saying.
When was it you went in there, JR?
What's that?
When did you go in?
I was there 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to go back. I'm going down on Wednesday, so I'm going to go back in again and see what the progress
is. Are you doubting the October open date?
I think they would have to really hustle to get there, but I'm not a construction engineer, so I'm not sure what I was even looking at. But to me, I was looking at several months of completion, but I don't know.
By the way,
I'll take some more film. I'll go in there and I'll report back to y'all.
Johnny, whatever you do, don't put a pint of bourbon in your cap there. They might check it.
No.
They might check it. Yeah, and by the way, we're hearing maybe December, definitely before the season for the third base baseball expansion. So that's going very, very well. So definitely before, it's usually around Valentine's Day is when the season will start, or somewhere
around that. Yep.
December, January is what we're hearing for the third base, unless you guys have heard something different in the last week or two. But that's what I've been told by various people, and I think John Gilbert mentioned that as well. So,
are we ever going to find out when Media Day is? I mean, this is plumb ridiculous.
Kyle, I sent you guys you didn't see it?
22nd.
22nd. That's one of the things I was going to mention.
Oh, the 22nd. I missed that. The 22nd is Media Day. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got 2 weeks open. Next weekend, I've got the 15th open. 22nd, obviously depends on what time it starts. But they do this every year.
11 o'clock to
12:30. I can handle that.
All right. Yeah. So we got by the way, Kyle, we got an email today.
All right. Well, I should be there unless I can't. But as far as I know, something is screaming in my brain that there's something on the 22nd. There is something on the 22nd. But I'll have to decide which one I'm going to do. That sucks. That sucks. But so I'm going to have to figure out if I'm doing Media Day or if I'm doing this other thing that Stevie, you know about it. I don't know if you remember it, but it's a wrestling related event.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's the deal. That's the deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan
With
and
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero and Nasty Boys Jerry Sags are all in
Yeah,
Kinston.
but that's an all-day thing as well. So you might be able to do.
No, it's not. It's from 11:30 to 3.
Are you sure? Okay.
I'm positive.
Okay. I know that one of our guys is going to be doing a broadcast there. I thought it lasted
11:30 to 3 is the autograph signing.
We're
According
in
to
Kinston, Kyle.
good goddamn question. The Blue House Convention Center, wherever in the hell that is, and I
never heard of
live,
that.
20 minutes from Kinston. Never heard
wherever
of
in
this
the
place.
blue hell that might be.
Exactly. I'm guessing it's somewhere downtown. Somebody's turned into a convention center recently.
It's like some building.
I think I've heard of it one other time, and it's all been within the last year. So I think it's a private convention center somebody's trying to get going.
Yeah. Well, I hope it does well because they're doing a.
Yeah, I do too. I thought it was the oddest lineup, though. I mean, Hacksaw Jim Duggan's great, but one of the Nasty Boys and Vicky Guerrero, I'd like to meet all three of them. It's just an odd lineup.
Yeah, that's kind of
Vicky's looking good too. Have you seen Vicky lately? She
really.
I
saw a video of Vicky the other day, and I said, and of course on WWE TV, her character, they did not try to make her look good, but yeah, I saw a video of her promoting the event. I was like, when she's not screaming and trying to look like a lunatic, she's not an ugly woman for her age.
No, she's yeah.
Kenny says got caught up on Cowboys training camp today, and Siobhan Ravel and Anthony Smith are getting talked about in a good way. Pirate Nation Pro.
I heard something good about.
Excellent, Kenny.
I'm happy for them. I will hope that they have great games, but I'm sorry, I love you, Kenny, but speaking of rivalries, that's just not a team.
Hey, I didn't bring this up with Kent, but he's a huge Redskins fan, but his daughter is a Dallas Cowboys dancer. So
I know.
Justin said it's on Highway 11. Okay, Justin, did you know that or did you Google that?
Will says, with so many new players on the roster now with a portal, I really look forward to media day and all the player interviews. Exactly, and
yeah.
It's going towards Grifton, he says.
Okay, gotcha.
It's out that way. Okay.
The Blue House. North of Kinston.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've got. Anybody needs any tickets, Kyle? See me.
Now I got to ask this with the name the Blue House. Justin, it's not. Oh God, Justin, it's not the old adult bookstore that used to be in between Kinston and North of Grifton, is it? I'm being serious. I'm thinking. I'm like, I bet guess that would work. Like I could see them doing that with that venue.
Yeah.
He says he passes it all the time.
Okay.
Bookstore, Justin.
You go to the adult, Justin. You go to the adult bookstore.
That was in the early 2000s, but I wonder if that's the old. I wonder if that's the venue.
That's probably why he remembers it so well.
Where's the livestock exchange? Isn't that Grifton?
That is in between Grifton and Aden. There is a world famous flea market held there every. They do it on Saturday morning, but the big day for the flea market is it? I can't remember now. It's a weekday morning.
East Carolina Stockyard.
Yes, and you will see it packed out. I forgot what day of the week that is, but it is It used to be. I'm assuming it still is a huge flea market.
Yeah, it is. It's been there forever.
What day of the week is that, Alan? Do you know?
I thought when
Tuesday?
I went by there, it was normally Saturday.
Well, no, Saturday they have a smaller one. The big one's during the week.
Yeah.
My wife said if she remembers correctly from when we lived in Grifton, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, well, tell you what, that's been there since the 80s. That's been there for a long time.
I can tell you in the early 2000s on Wednesday morning, you could go there and it's 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and it would be packed. Like, does nobody have a job?
Yeah. I don't understand the getting up at 6 a.m. to go to the yard sale stuff.
If you collect stuff, as somebody who has collected various things over the years, I get it. I mean, it's if you collect things, you got to get there before anybody else.
Contito Savannah.
Contentny,
Savannah. Contentny, Savannah is a school. Contentny, Savannah is a middle school in off Highway 11 in Lenoir County, going towards Grifton.
Oh,
Do
Kenny,
what?
it's a pirate luncheon in Greenville and Washington.
Elementary, actually, and not middle. Or both. Okay. Thank you for the public school update, Jessica. It's both. It's both elementary and middle. And once my wife passed out at that school when she was doing summer school. So there's another thing for
Can
me.
we get a guest appearance by Jessica again, like we did the time before?
I mean, if you want it, we can probably get her on here. I mean, I
Let's get her
got
up
the
there. Come
I
on.
got the pull. I got the pull. I can get her.
Well, you've already mentioned things to put in her bra. So.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I want
right.
to hear more about
I want
that.
to hear more about what she puts in her hair.
They want to hear about more things that you've put in your bra.
Wow.
Family Feud.
Dude, she said mainly liquor bottles and her boobs.
Okay.
Well,
That's the two most important things, Kyle, or three most important things.
Yeah, priorities in life. And he says a pirate luncheon in Greenville and Washington will be happening next week if you want to hear from coaches and meet some players. And I do need tickets because they sold out very quickly this year, which that's a good thing. That's a great thing. That means we're winning. So I'm very happy that that money goes to the Pirate Club. So I'm very happy about that. But I do need anybody has a ticket. Let me know. I need to put an APB, I guess. But anyway, love to go to that. And Alan did.
Yeah. I'm surprised Kenny referred to it as Washington because I did that once and he corrected me. It's like Little Washington. So
no, it's original.
No. Everybody hates Little Washington. You got it
Kenny
backwards.
Maybe it wasn't Little. Maybe he said original Washington. Or
Yeah, it's
something.
original Washington or
yeah.
Washington. They hate Little Washington. Although
in Virginia we have a Little Washington, right, down the road from me.
And I grew up in Williamston, 20 minutes from Washington, and it's Little Washington. I'm sorry.
Well, 1774 is when they were the very first one to name a town after George Washington. But anyway,
I mean, who cares?
I don't care. I mean, I don't really care. Let's talk about something we do care about, and that's Pirate football. I know we're an hour and 17 minutes in, but
that's like halftime for us.
Yeah,
the original Little Washington. Okay, he's going to combine it all.
Thank you, Kenny.
Very diplomatic of you, my friend. Kenny is awesome, and appreciate the support of the show and all the guys on there. And we missed Monica. We hadn't heard from Monica in a long time. One of the ladies that does, and
she'll be back. She'll be back during football season.
What about Sarah Sanders?
Justin or Boston Butts.
Sarah Sanders is great. Like same thing with Beth Berkelson is a big fan of our show. I heard, but or maybe not.
What's up with all these people with aliases? Why does he have a female alias?
I don't know.
We got a listener who right now is using an alias. We've had listeners in the past that use aliases. I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't. But here we are. You guys just want to get your thoughts. I hate that Matt is not with us as far as on the show. He's still
Puerto Rico. Yeah, he's still alive.
Even though he's in Puerto Rico, where apparently everybody dies.
They do, yeah.
Look who popped in.
Is it Semenza?
Sarah Sanders.
Sarah Sanders. Okay.
Hi, Sarah. Huckabee.
Sarah, we love you, baby.
Robert,
who knows? As far as I know, everybody's good to go.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I think that basically what
we'll know Wednesday.
Right, and also I'll tell you this: it's like this. I'm pretty confident that they have to work on getting back on the team, and they were smart whenever they did their trouble, because if they did it like now or anywhere close to the season, they would be either missing time or not on the team. I think that
I think De Jour was the pointer, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's more than that, Kyle. I don't want to disclose. IGO's VIP chat. I don't think you're supposed to
Yeah, well, sure. This is how you do it. You credited him. It's fine.
Okay, well then Stephen Igo gets all the credit, but he's concerned that Kendrick Du Jour might even not be with the team when we go to Tuscaloosa, and that's devastating because I spoke to Jordan, our defensive coordinator. Help me out, Kyle. Jordan
Hankins.
Yeah, Hankins. Thank you. Sure. And I just ran into him at a pool party, and I said, "Hey, who's our best edge right now? Who do we got that's going to get some sacks for us?" He said, "Right now, he said that Kendrick Dujour is a monster. He's like playing out of his mind. But that was, early summer. That was a couple months ago. So apparently,
How long was this Igo's most recent VIP chat?
yeah, it was. It was yesterday, I believe. Well, Monday was the VIP chat, but he had a VIP thread regarding the eligibility of the some of these players.
Was he the only one in danger?
Well, he's the only one that was mentioned, but I would like to correct myself because I thought we did a really good job Friday night of trying to not say too much because we didn't really know what was going on, and we tried to be careful about what we said. But 3 players that we mentioned that we would love to see come back. I mentioned Nick Mazie for Matt's purposes, because I know Matt's a big fan. And then I mentioned, for me, Jack Herring. And then I mentioned Gio Amaruju. And, even though in their bios, it's not listed, I looked them up on Max Preps, and all 3 of them graduated high school in 21. So I would think that none of them are going to be available for us, unfortunately.
What about Marlon Gunn?
He's available.
Okay.
Going back to Igo for a second, don't they start their pirate shows back tomorrow?
I think the 9th. I think the 9th is when they're starting up.
Is it the 9th? Okay, all right.
Do you have the name of that thread? Is it the VIP thread from last week, or is it called something else?
You all talk amongst yourselves. I'll find out and get right back to you, Kyle.
Last update, it hasn't been an update in a while, Brandon. Last I heard, we were trending between 15 to 16,000 by kickoff.
Yep, and that's another subject matter, but hopefully we can get more than that. I would really like to see where for us to get in that. I would like to put the goal at 20,000. I'll just say that if we fall short, we fall short. But
I agree.
That's the whole. I don't want to get off on that. By the way, Kenny says we need to send their best players gift cards to Taco Bell.
Just send them some lettuce. Just straight up. Taco Bell's pulled their bad lettuce, so let's just send them. Just send them lots of produce.
Yeah,
I haven't seen iceberg lettuce like at our. Speaking of, I don't ever talk about work, but we haven't had iceberg lettuce in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And all the story, at least when that story broke. So I don't know if we get it from. Is it Taylor's lettuce?
Taylor's Farm, yeah.
Yep. So I don't know if we get it from them as well, but we haven't had iceberg lettuce. I've been doing good, by the way, guys. I've lost 13 pounds. So
congratulations. I've lost 50.
Dang, Kyle, you're at 50 now?
Pretty much, yeah.
That is a rapid deceleration.
I was at 372, and now I'm at 323. So
you go, boy.
I got a long ways to go, but
short time to get there.
And hope not. I had a little slow up, a little hiccup this week. I was doing some exercises on Monday and injured myself. Was concerned my hernia was back. I have taken it easy the last week. Hadn't worked since Tuesday. Really limited my exercising since then. I've only lost 2 pounds this week because of that. But swelling seems to be going down. I go to see the surgeon tomorrow. I'm starting to lean towards more just aggravated muscles and stuff rather than the hernia's back.
Oh.
So let's hope I'm right and I get good news tomorrow.
Justin Butts, you have to be a topper, 55. Okay.
Are you kidding? I didn't even know Justin doesn't seem to be that heavy to me.
Yeah, he's not now. He's done that over like the last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's proud of you, Justin. And
yeah. Congrats. I know you've done it over some time. Yeah, I had more to lose. I've been at it faster. I'm limiting my calories to 1,200 or less a day.
Yeah.
And then walking a mile to 3 miles every day. And
thank you, Kenny.
I know, Kyle, you made a big sacrifice in the sodas, and that's probably paying off big time.
I'm drinking a lot of water. I am drinking 0 sodas. The biggest thing I can tell as far as eating is that the shot helps a lot, a whole lot, curbing your appetite. A lot of people just continue to eat the same stuff, just left of it. Where I've really changed my diet. I try to stay below 1,200 a day, which if people don't count calories, you'd be shocked at the amount of calories you eat in a day. You would be thoroughly amazed if you don't count.
No snacking in between meals. I'll tell you another thing too.
You can.
With the right one. Yeah. Right.
Fruit, popcorn, Cheez-Its are actually relatively. You can eat 22 of Cheez-Its, most flavors, 22 of them for 120 calories. I mean, there's certain things you just got to look and really pay attention to your calories. That's what's worked for me anyway.
Let's say hello to Shirley Rhodes. Kenny, thank you for reminding us. I was going to talk about that.
I was, yeah.
Shout out to her on her retirement from the Fifth Quarter Call-In Show, and of course Pirate Radio. And
we you know, Dave and Alan know Shirley, you know, well from radio.
Yeah.
I have a good rapport with Shirley from Pirate Radio calling in over the years. We need to get Shirley, and we're going to plan to do this. And we're not making kind of announcement because we haven't asked Shirley yet. But we're going to get Shirley on here and talk about her favorite fifth quarter memories. That's something we'd like to do.
That's awesome.
You just want to hear her talk about you.
Guarantee you right now that Kyle will have. She'll say nothing about Kyle's calls whatsoever. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm going to ask her just nothing. You know, it's going to be nothing but Kyle from Lagrange memories. That's
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah.
We could start with
I know
that.
one in particular.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
I can't say the words you said on there.
Yeah.
Then there was the infamous 20. I think it was 22 or 23. That this certain player was that guy's favorite player.
Oh yeah. Well, we've made up since then. We won't talk about that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that one too. Yeah.
I did not realize the chaos I caused with that one until after the fact that I actually caused problems for Pirate Radio with that phone call. And but me and that player are friends on Facebook now, and he's a great dude, and went on to I in the modern era, I think Mr. Rajay Harris will go down as one of the last true great Pirates.
Yeah,
Matt
it's going to be
Reb says-
interesting. It's going to be interesting, and I know nothing how they're going to handle that and moving parts and pieces around. But losing Shirley, she's been my God, Pirate Radio started in 2003.
Alan, are you going to go do it? Are you going to be the producer? Or are you going to take off?
I bet. I can't. I mean, you got to remember, I got racetrack duties on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, even though I obviously that was whatever, but I mean, they've got talent there that they can fill that. But losing Shirley's a big deal because she was I'd say a jack of all trades, but a Jill of all trades, doing so many things behind the scenes.
Are we going to get Wes the Mess Hines? Is he going to be doing it?
Or?
Our buddy.
Is Chandler Honeycutt going to be doing it? Who's going to be doing it?
I guess Chandler's a possibility.
And we have no Holt Nailers this year. It's going to be a completely new
It's
fifth
gonna be
quarter.
different for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you could pay Wes in a bag of Warren's hot dogs, maybe chili dogs even.
Yeah, I would just say Wes in that role. And I love Wes, and I've known him for a long time. It would be entertaining, if nothing else.
So she was the mama bear pirate. Yes, absolutely, Kenny.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. Shirley and Alan and I go way back. In fact, I was trying to remember, Alan, I met you in July of '96. Not to make it about me, but the reason I brought myself up is I was trying to remember if Shirley came in '97 with us.
Yeah, it was late. It was after you. And remember, Shirley came in and worked with Henry for a couple of years, if not a little bit longer. And then I think there was a point where she wasn't working in the radio business. And then when Pirate Radio came along in 2003, she went along there, and she's been there ever since.
Yeah, we love Shirley. Shirley, if you're listening or watching, or people can tell her. We'll be in touch, but she's one of my all-time favorite people because she didn't get the love she deserved, and I tell you what, she put up with a lot. So
no, she did not, and I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to leave it here. Early on in Shirley's career, I felt that she was disrespected, but she proved the naysayers wrong. There were some people in the radio business that did not think she had what it took to do it, and she proved them completely wrong.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Completely wrong.
In our business, we have, if you are called, and Alan knows this, and we'll move on back to Pirate football. We're talking about Pirate Radio and Shirley Rhodes retiring. if you're called a jock, if somebody calls you a jock, that means not like jock like you're thinking about football or sports. That is a huge compliment. And I always saw Shirley as a jock, meaning she was talented. I recognized that early on. Just our banter back and forth, talking. She was extremely passionate, and she had the talent. I knew she did. So
Shirley worked very hard, and that was the key. That she, we all start young, and we're green, and we have to learn and grow. And she did that. She overcame a lot to do what she did, and she's to be commended for that.
Yeah, and another thing, Shirley was smart, and as far as callers go, because I would push the envelope, push it, but Shirley knew that I wouldn't. I did one time and immediately caught myself, and she didn't hang up on me. And I think that for her not to hang up on me when I think I said shit on the air,
yes.
And for her not to hang up on me, I think it shows that she knew, she respected me as a caller and as a person, but she knew pretty much every time I was going to push that envelope, but I knew what words you can and can't say on the air by FCC guidelines. And despite, a lot of people hearing me and thinking I'm completely out of control, unless I am legitimately pissed, and y'all have heard me get that way on the air here, but unless I'm just legitimately, I hadn't had a chance to cool off. When I seem out of control sometimes, like on Pirate Radio, I'm in complete control.
Well, and obviously, not because we're friends, but you're one of the reasons that people tune in to the fifth quarter. You just are. They want to hear what Kyle from LaGrange is going to say because you've got a good take. It's a smart take. It's an intelligent take with passion, and you're a fan, and you come at it from a fan's perspective, not necessarily from a media.
Exactly. Exactly. I've never. I guess I am a air quotes member of the media because of this podcast. I've been around for 8 years, and people know who I am. Go to media day, et cetera, et cetera. But I never look at myself that way. And this ain't about me; it's about Shirley. But it's just like I say, for her to know me for so many years for my calls, and as much as I pushed the edge, she knew I would never go over it and say the. I know the Rajah Harris thing was going too far, but in terms of FCC guidelines, it was not.
And let me say this about Kyle. Kyle and I have our moments on the air, but he's one of my best friends. And the fact, the one thing that I love about Kyle, I'll tell you this: if we're winning ball games, then there might be some areas that we have improvement. But he doesn't go off on that. It's only when things are bad.
And it's not even just when we lose; it's when things are. You notice this when time for people to get fired. I haven't been wrong yet. I said Scotty Montgomery needed to be fired after the UCF game in year one. And people thought I was out of my mind, and it turns out I wasn't. But Shirley's moving on to retiring. Somebody asked what she's moving on to. She's moving on to living her best life.
Go. Kyle, but sometimes what you say on the fifth quarter show has a trickle down effect. For instance, that Rajah Harris situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you didn't intend for this to happen, but Bubba Rosenbaum gets stiffed in the end zone after Rajah scores the touchdown because you two were friends.
That's true. That's true. We hadn't made up yet at that point. That's true.
And that's something we all need to notice too. If you think people aren't listening and people aren't watching, they are.
But here's the thing: I never knew what I said about, and it was really directed towards. It was frustration that was directed really towards Mike Houston, and I did not know what I said was going to upset Rajah's parents. And me and Rajah's father have talked, and I've talked to Rajah. I actually, it's funny. The first time I talked to Rajah, I talked to his dad about it online, and the first time I'd realized I talked to Rajah about it in person. I went up to him and told him what it was, shook his hand, and. So it's one thing about me. I can be the biggest asshole in the world, but I'll also apologize and admit when I'm wrong. And I was definitely wrong about Rajah Harris. Rajah Harris is not only a great football player, he's a hell of a man. And and I don't blame Mike Houston for continuing to hand him the ball back in 23 because he was a beast. He certainly showed in 24. He took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and the fact him obviously going through what was the ACL when he had
Yeah.
that against Navy. I think.
Yeah. It was just
Yeah.
23 was a frustrating season. It was just,
Yeah. I mean,
and
he
but
allowed
Alan's point, yeah, people are listening. I know I've pissed off Gilbert, I've pissed off Ryan Robinson, I've pissed off a lot of people, but and sometimes what I say is going too far, and sometimes I say things that afterwards I should have said it differently, and I've gotten a little better at that. But I'm glad people are listening because lots of times I'm saying stuff you need to hear, and not just me but other people too, and there's little things that still I'll complain about, man, that don't bother other people. I think it's embarrassing as hell that half the stalls in our men's bathrooms do not latch properly. And a lot of people don't seem to care about that. But I'll tell you what, it's embarrassing to me. And it's irritating. You want to go take a crap. I don't want to have to sit there and worry about somebody busting in on me. So that's little things like that should be fixed. And it doesn't make any sense why it's not.
especially when I know those bathrooms are from way back, but
It doesn't matter. You can change. Yeah, it's just simple. It's simple.
Look on there, and Alan, can you
put the slide latch? Not the ones that go into the one hole to the other like they have now, but the one on each side that kind of blocks the door. Those don't break, and if they do break, they're easy to replace. Just do that.
Well, when I'm up in the media deal and I have to go to the bathroom, I sing at the top of my voice so people will know I'm in there.
Do they not latch there?
I'm just
whatever you
singing at the top of my voice, and
Alan, whatever you do not. I know you're singing and you probably love the dancing part, but please don't tap your feet in the men's bathroom.
And they have single ply toilet paper up there, which is aggravating as all get out. By the way.
Hey, we're talking about the fifth quarter show. Last season, I was thrilled that Stevie started calling in more. Stevie, are you going to continue that next season? Because your calls were pretty dang good.
We'll see. I'm no Kyle, so I mean.
And nor should you try to be, Stevie. You be the best Stevie Fly you can be.
Oh,
on the fly.
I'm gonna remember this when I grow old. I'm gonna say, I don't remember that Sunday night when Kyle told me, "Be the best Stevie Fly you can be."
That's right.
On the rock.
when you grow old.
If pirate radio was smart, they would come up with a way, get permission from whoever they needed to get permission if there was such a thing, and release a best of the fifth quarter, 2003 to 2000 whatever, and make it available. And make it available.
I want royalties.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there goes that idea, Alan.
Okay, well, yeah. Kyle deserves royalties. For sure. He needs to sign a waiver before they would do it. But I'm telling you that people would eat that up.
Do it as a fundraiser for NIL.
That's right.
Best of the fifth quarter. Yeah.
Well, you know what, Alan, though? They do a best of the fifth quarter every week, and I feel like they don't pick the best calls at all.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I've made it several times. I've made it several times.
No, you always.
But you wonder how far back the archives go. Have they saved stuff from 20 years ago, 15 years ago?
That's a good question.
I would assume so, because at one time they were archiving, everything. I would assume they still have that stuff.
We'll see. Kenny asked a great question. We'll throw this around. Will back-to-back noon games hurt or help our team? I don't think it. I think I'm indifferent on that. I don't think that really makes a difference.
I don't see how playing at 12 noon the week before you have to play at 12 noon would hurt you. I think week one, it kind of is what it is. I think week two it helps you because you've done it before. Whereas App's opening up in Boone against Maine, and unless they get some unusual heat wave, it ain't going to be hot in Boone. No matter what time kickoff is against Maine. So I think it helps us in week two. I think week one is a wash.
Yeah, for me personally, the noon game. I will say this, and Stevie, you can help me out, and Matt's not with us, but the noon games actually is what the players and coaches like. I know fans, we like to be for 3:30 or a night game, but they like it because they don't have to sit around all day to wait to play a game. They like to go ahead and get the game over with. As far as I can understand that, but that's the only reason why. what other choice do you have, right? TV dictates it, and so I'm glad that we'll be on one of the first games noon on September 5th. It'll be great. I remember when Kyle called in after the 2022 game versus NC State, and he talked shit about the kicker.
That doesn't sound like me, Brandon. At all.
Win. I'd rather be Spider-Man than Batman. So I mean, matter of fact, I'll break my Spider-Man mask out. I've got a Spider-Man mask now. So.
Stevie, I hear Spider-Man can do things a spider can.
See, that's why I wouldn't want to be a bat. I'd rather be a spider than a bat.
Well, I'm a Superman. That's my favorite. Let's go around the horn. What is your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man, by far.
I got to tie Captain America and the Punisher.
Yosemite Sam for me.
All right. He's the student cowboy in the West.
All right. What about you, Johnny?
I'm just going to be controversial and say the Green Hornet.
All right. There you
go. I thought you would say the Green Lantern. Wow. What a joke.
We all know the defense will look similar with some new wrinkles, but what differences do you expect to see on offense this year?
Less deep balls, way more screen game.
Mm-hmm.
Robert says North Texas All-Conference offensive guard Gabe Larry graduated. Is not on an NFL roster that I can find. Could be a potential pickup for Davis.
Who knows? Maybe. We're not sure if you have to go back to your same school or not. There's so much bullshit out there. Hey, who knows what's real and who knows what's fake?
What are the official rules? That's what we need to know.
Nobody knows.
We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We need to know the official rules
to be able to.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, maybe clarification will come tomorrow or Tuesday.
Kenny says Hulk smash. I like the Incredible Hulk, but Superman was my first favorite, and I
had a brief Silver Surfer run there in the mid '90s as a teenager. Not teenager, 5th, 6th grade, where I was into Silver Surfer. Yeah. You're not familiar with Silver Surfer?
Oh, I know who he is, but he wasn't really. He was almost.
There was a time there. There was a time in the 93, 94 era where Silver Surfer was popular amongst 12-year-old boys.
I'm not touching that one.
I was 12 then, guys. I mean, you guys are talking about touching 12-year-old. Weird. You're just weird.
I hadn't said it word.
Or you laughed. But
no, I was just laughing because he's more like he plays more like a tween or like a bad guy.
There was a Silver Surfer video. Well, I kind of like that. The Punisher's kind of like that too.
Matt says, I bet the NCAA will wash their hands of it and just let it be. Anything goes. I think what will happen, I see your point, but I think with Congress, with this legislation, I think it will pass. I think that there's a lot of people on both sides of the aisle. It's one of the most. It's funny to me.
I don't think he's talking about the extra year of eligibility.
Oh, okay, for the 5 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not even that. Well, I would just say this: there are a lot of people. I did it on purpose. No, there are a lot of people on both sides of the aisle that's something that they could pass, and it's a shame that we can get together on sports, but we can't get together on anything else. And I'll just leave it at that. But I hope that they do pass that, because that will be great for sports. And, I just don't, as you hear people say it ad nauseum, it's not sustainable what we're doing right now. So we've got to fix something that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
But
I mentioned
to Matt's comment, he bets the NCAA won't fight the ruling by the judge in terms of players getting the extra year for 22. He may be right about that. I was wondering how much the NCAA was going to fight that too.
Yeah, they're taking it to the 10th district court, which notoriously they overturn things regularly if they feel like there wasn't enough evidence to justify the ruling. So it's probably the NCAA has a favorable position if they go to the 10th district. And we've already had, I just want to mention this real quick, already over 100 women basketball players have launched a unionization campaign And the Oregon State team has filed for a petition for union representation. And Stanford football now is trying to unionize. So this is like going.
They can kiss my union. How about this, ladies? No disrespect, but people barely give a damn about the WNBA. Shut the hell up.
I know.
Either play college basketball or don't. Nobody's really going to care that much outside of UConn, South Carolina, and a couple of other schools.
Well,
That
you know,
Oregon
Dartmouth
State women's basketball. Give me a friggin' break.
Dartmouth
morons.
Men's basketball, Dartmouth's men's basketball team in 2024 tried to unionize.
That's right.
Yeah, and then people, you know what? The same thing, just like Oregon State women. Nobody gives a shit about Dartmouth anything except education.
Yeah.
It's
so, like I said before, we need a collective bargaining agreement. So
we do. That's what I was getting ready to say. Thank you, Johnny. I was getting ready to say
instead of being a unilateral, NCAA makes rules that aren't enforceable. It would be a bilateral where NCAA and the players and the universities agree on rules, and then there's no court cases involved.
Yeah. Well, if I've said this, especially college football, if college football were smart, then they would do everything. They would do everything together, because if they did everything together, then they would put the NFL, like, give a run for its money for to be the number one sport. But they're number two, and they're always going to be number two because they only care about the conferences, and they don't care about truly growing the game of football. That's just my opinion.
Well, you know what you said. You hit a sore subject with me, because the NFL is starting to schedule more games during the NCAA playoffs, like the FBS playoff schedule.
Yeah.
NFL is going up directly against them with, week 16, 17 games. And to me, there's always a courtesy. Am I wrong about this, Alan? You would know. It seems there's always been a courtesy amongst sports leagues where, hey, you're having the baseball all-star game, we're not going to play any, hockey.
There's always been a gentleman's agreement.
But the NFL is like thumbing their nose at that and saying we're doubling down.
Yeah, money has spoken, as it always does.
NBA and the NBA.
College football fans are going to watch college football, and NFL fans are going to watch NFL. Everybody has their preference of whichever two they like, and I think what they're doing, I think what it's probably going to do, it's going to hurt both a little instead of helping either. You're going to have ratings slightly down for the NFL, and you're going to have ratings slightly down for college football.
Right.
I prefer Sundays and Mondays, but when they have, like, speaking of the NFL, and like Alan said, it's about money, but they're putting these crappy Thursday night games. I don't know, Stevie, how do you feel about Thursday night games?
I do not like Thursday night.
Thursday night belongs to college football.
Thursday night would be only
thing. As far as the NFL goes, no.
Thanksgiving only.
And as far as, I think near the end of the season, they do some Saturday games. But
after college football's over, yeah.
Yeah, right. But Thursday night games, no. I'm definitely against that.
Yeah, and the thing we've talked about ad nauseum too that bothers me, and there's nothing we can do about it, so it's done. But used to be, colleges stayed away from Friday nights for high school, and now that's over.
Yeah,
so
that's been over.
It's been over for a while, but it used to be that was a gentleman's agreement.
We know. Believe me, nobody knows better than Pirates.
I'll never get over that, even though I know what's done is done. But
I think the only Friday, I will tell you this, Alan, the only Friday night that I agree with you 1,000%, because both of us are big into high school football with announcing everything. I believe that the only Friday they should be allowed to play is the Friday after Thanksgiving. That's the only college game I could live with that. A lot of those games are, early in the day at 12 or 1 o'clock. I mean, way early.
I love college football on any day of the week because it's more college football for me to watch. I feel bad sometimes for the MAC and the Sun Belt schools. Not so much the Sun Belt as much anymore, but the MAC and Conference USA with the Tuesday, Wednesday stuff for their fans. But it's great for me because I like to watch it. And Matt Semenza, Matt, how's Puerto Rico?
Well, he said you were supposed to tell everybody he's at a Menudo concert.
Or he's at the Menudo reunion.
Yeah,
Matt, what the hell are you doing in Puerto Rico on here? Shouldn't you be like?
Exactly.
Or shouldn't you be
Doing
like at a
the-
beach or
He's just taking a
doing
break. He's just taking a break.
limbo or something.
doing the limbo or drinking or
What's
some
the
rum
time?
or
What's the time difference there anyway?
Or going to
Or,
an outlaw
none.
wrestling show or something.
going to an
None,
outlaw
Steven.
wrestling show exactly or or
No time difference at 10 o'clock, and he's listening to us talk.
Puerto Rico.
Well, we love you, Matt.
well maybe he's in the hotel.
Yeah, but what a vacation! I want to go listen to Dave, and Kyle, and Steve, and Jr. and Alan talk.
Yeah, really.
His
I'm in
wife is
Puerto-
probably over there like rolling her eyes right now too.
I love you guys. But if I'm in Rocky
Maybe
Mount, I'm not
Chrissy,
watching
maybe
this.
Chrissy's hanging out with the Cabana Boy.
Ah,
Oh my God, I'm not touching that one.
hello.
I'll be at the beach all day tomorrow with Rum. Yeah, because you're a great pirate, and Matt, you got to see. I think he would like it. I don't know. I think he would like the Odyssey. It was great.
Matt is of everybody on the show. Matt is the biggest movie buff. He's a huge movie buff, and he's a big horror movie buff also. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be.
When he's not attending concerts, that is.
no, he actually hates concerts,
He
Or
loves,
going to wrestling.
and he loves parades.
and he hates
Yeah,
parades. Also.
concerts and
Let
parades.
me ask you, Matt, and I'm going to put this at Matt. Like, let's say for some reason we have a big season in football again.
Yeah.
Would you come to the ECU parade?
Followed by a concert, Dave.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Matt just hasn't had the right concert experience.
you're right about that, Kyle.
Yeah,
You're
you
right.
get Matt outside, at the right country concert or Southern rock concert, and you get him outside maybe early fall and get a cold drink in his hand. Yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah, and some of the way the young ladies dress. I mean, at these concerts, I mean, it's a good time.
I've never had a bad outdoor concert experience ever.
I have, but not recently. Not
Yeah.
Hey,
recently.
Alan, what about Free Boot Friday? I feel like that's quality. They did
Yeah,
a
I
really
mean,
good job.
I
The
love
price is right.
Yeah, I love Free Boot Friday. I wish they would I wish they'd promote it better.
I do too, Alan. I love it.
But I love the idea, and I think it's fantastic. I
agree.
just don't think enough people know about it.
Well, Free Boot Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
I think
I think
Troy isn't
you're
Troy
promoting
like
it
involved with that
pirates,
now?
man.
Promoting
Yeah,
it?
he should be. Yes, he should be. I think they need to have, and they've done it like once. I think maybe having one or two bigger acts a year for Free Boot Friday.
I agree.
You know, it would be great for Free Boot Friday, and I'm not saying it just because I'm a fan of them. I think East Carolina fans, there's got to be a lot of fans of them amongst ECU fans, and I just think they fit us so well. They want to have a bigger act. You guys know who I'm going to say here. I just think they fit so perfectly for ECU.
Slim Whitman.
Turnpike Troubadours.
No,
Whiskey
no, Blackberry Smoke. Blackberry Smoke
I
with
think
the
they're too
Southern.
big for
That
it.
would be a good fit.
Nah, dude, they had they had oh God, I'm gonna sound racist here. Who's the black country singer? Not Darius Rucker, but the other guy.
Charlie Pride.
No,
Oh, beat McClinton.
no.
Cowboy Troy.
No, he
Oh,
played Free
oh.
Boot Friday several years ago. Somebody help me out.
I don't know.
He had that song that kind of had an '80s pop sound that was a country hit. It wasn't a bad song.
Yeah. What was his name?
Johnny Wayne, John Wayne, Wayne Newton, Wayne. Somebody help me out here.
Frankenstein. Hey, we could get Wayne Newton.
I'd love Wayne Newton. I'd be there in a minute.
Yeah, who am I talking? Jimmy Wayne.
Jimmy Wayne.
Jimmy Wayne played it a couple years ago, and when he had just had that big hit. So I think if you would do a couple of bigger acts, that would get more people more aware of Free Boot.
Robert Dedrick says breaking news: Matt's son's Chase signed with a Puerto Rican league team. LOL.
I got a dear friend that could probably help him sign up with a Puerto Rican league team.
Okay. I don't.
Dear friend.
Yeah, we need to be careful. Let's just be careful.
What are we being careful about?
We don't want to offend any populations and get any emails or texts the next.
Oh boy, you're going back to Journey. You're going back to Journey right now. That's what you're doing.
Filipino. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think we've said anything negative about the Puerto Rican people. They are fine American citizens, and
They'll be the 51st state.
No, Dave. No, they won't. That's no.
I don't care. I'm just
No.
Here's the
No.
deal with that. Here's the deal. I will tell you this: the older folks don't want it. The younger
I don't care.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's DC and Puerto Rico. If they become the 51st and 52nd states, the Republicans will never win another election ever.
I wasn't trying to bring that up. I was just talking about.
I know, and I'm going to end it right there. But it's
I
just
was
that's the
talking
way
about
it
Jimmy.
is.
I was talking about Jimmy Allen. We figured that out.
Yeah.
Jimmy Wayne was a guy that was around like.
Did I say Jimmy Wayne?
Yeah, Jimmy Wayne.
You said
did.
Jimmy Allen. Oh, sorry, Brandon. Yeah, you're correct.
Jimmy Wayne did. I love
Jimmy
you
Allen
this
is
much.
correct.
Paper Angels.
Yeah, Jimmy Allen is who it was.
Jimmy Allen.
Yeah, and if I could think of the song he had out, it was actually a good song. It was a big hit for him. And I'm not, and for me to say anything positive about modern country radio, but it was sounded like an '80s pop song to me.
Most casual country music fans may know who Charlie Pride is, but there were several African American male countries that had big hit songs. Yeah. Stoney Edwards is a guy that had a lot of success in the '70s. O.B. McClinton.
Yeah, I know O.B. McClinton.
Cleve Francis.
Yeah, he didn't have any hits though, but he got some airplay. Don't forget about the man with the mole, who of course known for soul, but released several country albums.
Aaron Neville.
Aaron Neville. Yep.
Yeah, he did a great version of the Grand Tour.
He did.
Oh, that was a great.
Yes, he did. You are correct.
Yeah.
Jessica says she was always terrified of his mole as a child.
I thought it was going to jump off his face and do the can. One time or another.
The things you never expect to hear on the.
Hey, Stevie, last night when you sent me that I'm assuming AI generated doll of Vicky.
Vicky the robot.
Yeah, Vicky the robot. I told Jessica for Halloween for the game, she's got to dress up as Vicky the robot.
She does need to.
Yes, she definitely does.
In the closet
Yes.
ready to go.
I've got to convince her to do that.
That is going to be. I tell you what, guys, the atmosphere. But I have a feeling, and I think Kyle. I don't want to steal. I'm going to add to your point. I think Kyle has already said this on a previous show. I think that Tipple game, the atmosphere. I think
it'll be fun unless we end up with like a 12 o'clock kickoff.
They can't do that.
You probably don't want a true night game either. What you probably want is that 3:30, 4 o'clock sweet spot. And by the way, I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Let's go ahead and if the university, I'm going to tell the university this now if you hadn't thought about it. University, you say they're listening, listen to this. Two things. One, have a costume contest. You can make it a pirate costume contest or just a costume contest in general. You can do it for the students or the whole stadium.
Do it
or
both. Both.
Two, you got a huge tailgate lot. Let's organize trunk or treat for the kiddos.
That would be awesome.
So those two things I would recommend for the Halloween game. You guys can choose to listen to me or choose to ignore me, but those are two things that I would do. Costume contest for Halloween game and trunk or treat for the kiddos.
Mm-hmm. I think those are great ideas.
Yeah.
Make a lot of money.
Yep. Great ideas.
Okay. All right. You guys have anything else going on that you want to talk about?
I mean, practice starting this week is huge. That's going to be, we have real football news to talk about from here on out.
Yep.
Good, better, and different.
High school football, 2 weeks from Friday.
Yep.
Holy crap! Is it 2 weeks from Friday?
2 weeks from Friday. High school football, the 21st.
A week from Wednesday, we're starting back our preview shows, right?
The 12th, yeah, the 12th. We'll
following Wednesday.
Yeah, I think the 12th is when we're gonna plan to start off the Wednesday.
I think it's locked and loaded. We got him. He's definitely back. We may have Justin Butts. I don't know.
Justin's supposed to be with us on Wednesday, Matt on Sunday, and then we'll once the season, as we start that week, and if Justin or Matt need to chime in on the preview or the post game, they certainly can. It's just it gets to be too many people on the damn screen, and particularly when you're not just having conversations, when you're doing a preview, when you're doing a post game, it just it's too many. So Justin and Semenza will be rotating.
And
Wednesday.
The answer to that question, Robert, is we will hear from them Wednesday. I've got my schedule here. Wednesday the 12th will be that'll be late morning when we'll have them. So yeah, the 12th is when we'll finally hear from the coordinators.
Yeah. Hey, 3 weeks from now, we'll be talking about Media Day. And 4 weeks from now, we'll be talking about the 8 FBS football games that took place the day before.
Yeah, we'll be previewing ECU Alabama. That's going to be going on from that Sunday and that Wednesday. Yeah, and then not only that, I mean, I'm excited for that Thursday night, week 0, for the shitty FCS games that we have that night. There's about 20 shitty FCS games that Thursday night.
Yeah,
but it's football.
Hall of Fame game.
That's the way they. Yeah, that's the way they like to be referred to, Kyle.
No, I mean not good FCS games. I'm saying I'm not putting down FCS football. Go look at that Thursday night schedule.
Yeah.
It is I like FCS football probably more than anybody else on the show. Is they're bad games. There's only a couple good games that Thursday night.
I'm just giving you.
You got Austin P and I think Gardner Webb is a decent one. You got Maine and Townsend is a decent one. There's not a lot of good FCS games for that. But they're FCS games, and I will be watching. And then that Thursday, week 0, we got 8 or 9 FBS games, plus even more FCS games that are actually good. And I'm looking forward to watching every bit of it.
Any college football is good football, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree with you at this point. I'll be locked and loaded on ESPN Plus Thursday night. I believe is that the 27th. So.
Yeah.
Question for you guys. I do have, this is a, probably I should ask you off there, but I'm asking anyway. For the Alumni Association, we're going to be doing, I'm responsible for helping out with the watch parties. I know we'll probably do one for Alabama. If you were doing watch parties, which games would you do?
Yeah, Matt's comment, as the season goes on, we will definitely be talking more in depth on defense schemes, et cetera. What your question, Dave?
If you guys were planning watch parties, which we're going to be doing, I know we'll probably do the Alabama game, but out of curiosity, which games we're doing away game?
ODU, there'll be a lot of people at it. So how many y'all looking to do?
We're not going to do every away game. Obviously, we won't do ODU because it's too close. I've already told them not to do that one.
Well, you gotta do Charlotte and Army just because Charlotte is that game. We just can't lose that game.
Charlotte may be too close too.
I'm thinking about UAB and Memphis, the 2 Thursday nights back to back. I'm thinking about.
What about Army?
I wouldn't do.
You gotta do Army.
Do Army. I agree 100%.
Definitely, yeah. Army's definitely in there for me.
Army, I would say Memphis. Memphis is going to be a big game. I would do Army, Memphis, Charlotte. Maybe it just depends on is that too close. Also,
Justin driving us on the QA4, by the way, to Charlotte.
That's another one where you're going to have so many people at that game.
That's what.
I would say Army, Memphis.
How many can you do, Dave? Or is there a limit?
Look, we can do as many as we want. We try to do like probably 3 or 4.
What am I missing?
Is there a cost involved?
Yeah, what am I missing here?
Yeah,
just do them all.
Alabama, Memphis, Army. So there's one more.
I would say 4.
If you're going to do 4.
Yeah.
So no ODU.
Charlotte and Army. Charlotte and Army.
Well, Army's already been settled. Yeah.
UAB.
No, I wouldn't do UAB. I'd do Memphis.
I'm saying I'm naming the games.
Oh,
UAB.
You're naming the away games.
We're definitely doing Army, and for my vote is Army and Alabama. I'm just trying to figure out.
Do Memphis. Memphis is a big game. Then you want one more. Probably, I wouldn't do back-to-back Thursdays. So I would probably do Charlotte.
Yeah,
I'd probably do Charlotte.
You're not going to do back-to-back Thursdays. Charlotte's that's about all you got left.
Yeah, there's not that many.
Seems like we're missing an away game. What are we missing? ODU, Charlotte. We're not. There's not one we're missing.
No. Army, Charlotte, Memphis,
UAB,
yeah, and then Old Dominion
and Alabama. You're right. If you're not going to do, I wouldn't do back-to-back Thursdays. That's your choice. I think you're probably setting yourself up for failure there. I guess your only other choice is Charlotte.
Okay.
So there you go.
I don't know how about the fans. How about the fans?
Yeah, but is the Alumni Association going to be too busy with a tailgate at Charlotte?
Definitely the Pirate Club will. And a lot of times what we do is we combine our, tailgate with the Pirate Club when we can.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. That's a great question. I don't know. I know that Alabama.
And where are you guys holding them at this year?
Good question. We're working on if anybody wants to come. Alan came and had a great, even though it was probably the worst game of the year.
Yeah.
Well, you guys did it at Nash Chicken last year.
Yeah.
You're looking for a new location for this year.
I mean, we're open. We can go back. I can't think of his name, but the owner of Nash Chicken is an ECU grad, and he wants us there. So it's not that we can't do it there, but I mean, there's one place that you guys know that they will not let us come, and it's not. And anyway,
what?
Yeah, that's
the place that we know that.
No.
Yeah.
Walmart.
I can't say the name. I don't want to say the name because I would love to have them sometime as a one day as a sponsor.
They won't let the Alumni Association go there.
We tried.
I bet you I know. I bet
A
you
restaurant?
I know. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Parker's.
No.
No?
No, not Parker's.
I'm going to say tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers.
I can't confirm or deny.
Well, that means it's tiebreakers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, tiebreakers.
So anyway,
and that is surprising. If that is the case, that's surprising.
But they have I think they have an agreement.
Has anybody tried that burger place? I keep hearing really good things about it. Somebody help me out, guys. It's somebody's name, like Jimmy.
Where is it?
It's in Greenville.
Greenville.
Let's see what
Jack Brown's. Jack Brown's. Has anybody tried Jack Brown's?
Oh, that's on Dickinson, right?
I guess it's in Greenville. Has anybody tried it?
Not for this year, but there's a big rumor that Whataburger is coming to Greenville. It won't be this year, but
yes, and that's probably true. But has anybody tried Jack Brown's?
No, we need to do it after Media Day then.
No, but yeah.
Jack Brown's got a great reputation. Their burgers, alcohol, all that I hear is excellent. So yeah, we might want to try that. But maybe that's a spot for the Alumni Association. But the Whataburger rumor, Alan, you probably know the same thing I know. That the parent company that owns Whataburger, along with several other things, bought the old Hooters location in Kansas.
Yep, and they're working hard. There's a lot of vehicles there doing.
Yeah, they do own several other things, but Whataburger is expanding into North Carolina. Yeah. So that is the one of their franchises that makes sense.
Yeah, they own one of the coffee places and something else.
Qdoba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Hankins, apparently Robert says, is a big bass fisherman.
Awesome.
Well, that's a question that we could ask. So thank you, Robert. I did not know that. I'm trying to learn. As a matter of fact, when Will was talking about he's looking forward to our coverage, I'm looking forward to our coverage because both coordinators are brand new, and both of them, Kyle, both of them have the first name Jordan. So
that helps me out.
Spell them differently though. Jordan Hankins is an O.
Oh, I did not know that. See, there you go.
You say I'm the same. That helps me out a lot because I'm horrible with names.
Jordan and Jordan.
Yeah, say that again.
I will, Stevie. I'm horrible with names.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Robert Dedrick, man, Roy Tesh is like the dude. He is amazing. I'm a huge fan of Roy Tesh.
Somebody help me maybe Robert can answer this question, but I'm a bass fisherman in Virginia. We have rocky rivers where I can wade in. I can catch bass all day long. And North Carolina, I don't think there's great large or smallmouth bass.
You got what's called striped bass. We refer to them as rock, JR.
Oh, rockfish. Yeah, you're talking about like on the Roanoke River up in
correct.
Weldon.
Martin County. Well, no, you can go all the way from Martin County all the way to Roanoke Rapids to Weldon. But yeah, there's a lot of people fish for striped bass.
No, I was talking about in Pitt County. I don't know that there's.
I mean, that striped bass run in the Tar River. I mean, I don't know that it's how prevalent it is, but
normally when somebody says they're a bass fisherman, they're talking about largemouth bass or smallmouth bass. But stripers are awesome. I mean, I love stripers are that's really a great game fish to catch. But
have anybody on my bucket list? I don't know if you guys have done this, but on my bucket list, I really want to go with a group of guys, and maybe it's y'all, deep sea fishing.
You know who wants to do that, Dave?
I'm not being funny. I'm really being serious.
You know who wants to do that? My lovely bride. She wants to go deep sea fishing.
let's do it.
So
go.
we at some point, yeah, that
Mama
could be
Jessica.
something. Yeah, Mama Jessica, exactly.
Yep.
That
Now
could
that
be.
there's a new now
that
that
could be
there's a new
something we do.
prescription, there's a new prescription medication for seasickness. That's
Yeah, Alan, what is it called?
I do not know, but I know it's brand spanking new.
Oh hell, I sounded like a setup for one of your jokes to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, there's a brand new
I
prescription medication. For,
was thinking a one-liner coming.
Yeah, so I wasn't the only one who thought there was a
I
one.
did.
no, I'm sorry. That's legitimate.
Did y'all hear about
Ginger is the
it?
answer, Alan. Just chew on some ginger. You'll be all right.
What about Marianne?
I was gonna say
I'm all for ginger. I'm a ginger fan.
What?
Mrs. Howell. No.
What?
Oh,
Now,
I'm gonna
did y'all,
hard pass.
Love me. You
did
what?
y'all
Love me?
look? Now y'all were
Love
talking
it.
about fishing. Did y'all hear about going over the Virginia Dare Bridge at the Outer Banks yesterday? The truck full of Viagra that tipped over in the
Oh God.
in the sound there.
What happened, Kyle?
What's the punchline, Kyle?
They talk like there's going to be no more soft shell crab.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, man.
The
That's
Viagra,
what happens when you don't
Viagra
take the Viagra.
Viagra is the drug that joke wise just keeps on giving. There's hundreds.
It does.
Oh my God.
Hundreds.
Yeah, the first one I ever heard was that an old man like took a Viagra, got stuck in right here. He got stuck in, and they gave him a stiff neck.
My favorite is my favorite saying is Viagra will make you harder than Final Jeopardy.
There you go.
TSO brought to you by Blue Chew.
Chew
Hey,
it
they got
and
a
do it.
gold.
Conrad
chew.
Thompson will be
Yeah, they got now you want to be even better. And speaking of performance, they have the gold. Is it
Yeah.
gold? Blue Chew
It's
gold.
probably $1,000 a chew or whatever.
Chew it and do it.
ain't nothing to it but to chew it.
Put it under your tongue. Oh my gosh.
Sublingual Blue Chew.
Yeah, Blue Chew is man,
that
they need to be spending money. Hey, if they want to spend money, we'll take it.
Nah, look, it's a legitimate product. You have to have a prescription to get it. And so if they wanted to sponsor the show, God Almighty, we'd be glad to have them.
Yes, sir.
You know,
And we make jokes and we laugh, but I've had friends that have dabbled in that stuff. Ha ha he. It's nothing to play with. Seriously.
oh yeah, it's really
It's yeah, that is not a recreational drug by any stretch.
It can be.
Yeah. Well,
It
well,
can
in your
be.
in your case, yes, I'm sure.
It can be. You just got to be. You just got to be careful with your dosage. I mean, there's a and just make sure. Just make sure you are. Just make sure you got plenty of time. If you don't need it, make sure you have plenty of time.
Yeah. I knew some guys that have had some emergency room visits.
Yeah, I've never had that happen. But if you wanna have a super long session and you don't need it, otherwise it'll definitely do that for you.
Yeah.
So in other words, you want to, in this case, you definitely want a marathon and not a sprint.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
I should have known when I said.
I've always heard that that if you have an erection that lasts more than 8 hours, you please call your doctor. If I have an erection that lasts more than 8 hours, the last person I'm calling is my doctor.
Yeah.
What she looks like.
Might call several nurses.
Yeah. I'm calling up
It
friends.
could be a female doctor. It could be a female doctor.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can't say that on the air, but
I'm calling up friends. I'm
Yeah,
calling up friends and
right.
bragging about it. Say, hey,
Exactly.
guess what, buddy?
Exactly. I was going to say something on the air, but I cannot say particularly. Yeah, I'll just shut up there.
Thank you, Brandon. I agree with Brandon on
TMI
this
guys,
one.
wow.
I'm going to switch subjects. If anybody out there has any connections with any offshore fishing operations,
Yes.
I would love to do that. I'd love to go out to the Gulf.
I've never done that, and I do love to fish. And one of the great things about fishing, I'll tell you guys, is I love like when you go with your friends. It's a great outing. I feel like just regular. I don't know about deep sea, but just regular fishing on a boat, or if you're on the.
Dave, I cannot picture you fishing. I don't know why.
Really?
Well,
You they can't stay off the damn cell phone long enough to fish.
Yes, I can.
But when you're out in the Gulf Stream, you can see what you're battling. Like you can see your quarry as you battle it. It's a completely different, experience. I would gladly do it again.
Oh, you've done it before.
I have like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I'd do it again. I haven't done it in like 12 years.
What about you, Alan?
I've never deep sea fished. No, I've been fishing.
I'll tell you what, I damn sure got to let this hernia here more before I go deep sea fishing. Yeah, I can't have a 500-pound marlin pulling on me.
Kyle Barber was leading the big rock, but
his big rock just popped back out, so he threw the pole down.
I'm not touching that one.
You're damn right you're not.
Oh, there's Stevie. I was okay. I was going to check on you. I was going to do a wellness check on you, Stevie.
I was wondering about Stevie too. I knew eventually he'd have to chime back in.
Yeah, I'm here.
Have you been on a deep sea fishing excursion there, Stevie?
I've never heard Stevie mention fishing in his life.
I used to
Stevie,
fish.
do you like to fish?
When I was a teenager, I used to fish all the time.
Okay, they're on the Roanoke.
Well, I've done it there, but mostly like the little ponds around Northampton County.
Okay. I went out of Oregon Inlet with the Carolinian, Captain Tony Thomas. That's who I was using. But that's, like I said, that was many years ago. So I'd love to go out again.
They're catching tarpon on the news in the Pamlico. Now, I thought tarpon were saltwater fish. Are you talking about where the Pamlico and the Neuse are brackish?
Yeah, brackish, exactly.
Because the Neuse runs all the way into Kinston. If they're catching tarpon in Kinston, I'm scared.
Probably closer to New Bern, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Probably catching tampons there. I thought that's what it was.
And the Pamlico get dolphin past Bath, and they get sea turtles.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. But the Pamlico is very brackish.
Yes, very, very, very.
So.
All right. Well, guys, we're at 10:30. Stevie, do you have to work tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow.
I was wondering. I've been worried all this time. I'm like, kept looking at the clock. I was like,
Stevie's been off for an entire week now. Monday, your last day off?
Yep.
So Stevie, can we talk to your bosses about? I had that great time with you and Mallory at the game. Can you get off for at least one Saturday where we can?
You're supposed to be working on the App State game.
I'm trying to work on the App State game right now. So.
Stevie, your internet's sucking right now, but he said he's trying for the App State.
I'm trying to work on the App State game now.
Yeah, I'm going to just go ahead. You play this for your boss. You this is on the Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates. Stevie Fly works his ass off. Stevie Fly is the meat market manager, and God knows the backbone of any independent grocery store is the meat department.
Yep.
And Stevie Fly works his ass off. Single-handedly keeps that department running. I hear single-handedly keeps the whole grocery store running. So if
whoa, what happened?
My boss must have been listening.
I think Kyle just went away, didn't he?
Your boss cut it off.
I lost Dave too. So
can you hear me?
Hey, Stevie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, JR.
Okay, tell us about what's the history.
I can hear Dave.
Yeah.
I can hear Stevie and Johnny, but I can't hear
Dave.
Kyle
left. It's because Kyle left. If you know.
Okay. Stevie, Rich Square. Is there a square in Rich Square?
See, I don't know the history about Rich Square.
Do you have a square?
I guess somewhere there is a square, but
are you rich?
No, not me.
How'd they come up with that name? I'm just curious.
Johnny, there's a really cool book, and they sell it at Barnes & Noble, and I haven't checked in the last few years, but it's the North Carolina Gazette or something like that. But it basically is a really cool book, paperback book that they have.
Well, what's the last thing you heard?
His boss cut you off.
I can hear Kyle now. Dave's the only person I can't hear, so I'm just.
Yeah. Well, Alan, I completely left. So you're gonna have to leave and come back because I just came
Well,
back. But
we're about done anyway.
Dave is talking crap about Alan. Holy
Yeah.
man.
Lord,
I
look
I
at
don't know
lip
the
read, buddy. I
the
can
whole
lip
clip
read.
that where I
That's
told
uncalled for, Dave.
where I
Alan's
told
my
Steve.
friend.
I don't did everything get to hear where I told
No.
Stevie's boss to let one of these other little measly
You
mouths
get cut off again. Keep talking about it. I mean, you can get cut off
Yeah.
again.
Maybe your brother can be in charge that day, or
Whew.
Yeah, I tell you what, the North. What I was saying is, Johnny was asking about Rich Square. There's a great paperback book called the North Carolina Gazette, and it has the history of every town in North Carolina. It's really good.
Dave, that is a great tip. I will check it out for sure.
Alan,
Yes, sir.
do you read lips?
Sort of.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Well, what Dave said right then, that was hidden.
I know. He said something about one-legged son of a something.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's a low blow, Alan.
way to go, Dave. I wouldn't take that if I was Alan. Good thing we're such good friends. We can tell Alan what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, tell him.
I can still outrun him whether he knows it or not. So.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. That was, but that Johnny is a great book, and we can find out why.
I'll check it out.
Anybody who knows about the history of Rich Square,
Guys, this has been enjoyable. It's been a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
Alan,
now
no
y'all
problem.
know what you can get me for Christmas. I want the
Everybody get JR a copy of that book, so I'll have several of them.
We have 4 or 5 copies.
he needs one in North Carolina and one.
I was gonna, don't want to step on anybody because I can't hear Dave, but before we go, I wanted to mention I watched one of those SEC storied last night after I got home on SEC broadcasters.
Oh yeah,
that is excellent, and it makes me think, even though obviously about Jeff Charles, somebody needs to have Bethany Bratcher needs to write a book about Jeff Charles.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Great.
I agree.
I'll buy that for you,
I
Johnny.
think that'd be a great subject.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, we need to bring her back on. We hadn't had her on in a while.
Let's do, since we're talking about Christmas gifts, let's draw names and give a gift to each person on the sports objective.
there's no telling.
I'm in.
Gag gifts or real gifts?
I'd love to do that.
I don't know. Maybe we could do one each. One gag gift, one real gift. I don't know.
I'd be in for that anytime.
I'm gonna get Alan. I'm gonna get Alan the
Well,
leg.
I can tell you right now.
Oh my God, Alan! He said he's going to get you the leg lamp. That way you'll have 2 working legs.
Dave told me one time I never get a leg up in life.
Oh,
I can tell you right now, whoever's name Matt draws is getting a Balsam Hill Christmas tree.
I hope he draws my damn name. Well, let's go ahead and do it in November then.
Yeah.
If he's spending that kind of money, holy crap, those are like $800 trees.
Yeah, radio
Oh,
stations.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, we used to get Christmas tree vouchers every year in radio, and for some reason they stopped that. When the Christmas tree lots would pop up, we'd have get certificates for trees.
For a real tree, yeah.
And they stopped doing that for whatever reason. That and peanuts. We got peanuts every year.
Oh yeah.
From what was the name of the company that's so famous for
Bertie County
peanuts? Around
Bertie, yeah.
Bertie County, yeah.
Please
Okay.
don't say Birdie. Please do not say Birdie. People do that all the time.
Bertie.
There's a great place in the Outer Banks that does all these different nuts called Try My Nuts. That's the name of it.
It's right next to the pizza place.
Yes, well, that's a great pizza place too. Slice. Yeah, but they have these where they put barbecue like dry rub. It's called Butt Munch. It's God Almighty! Every time I go to the Outer Banks, I get a couple of things of that. I'm being serious.
Yeah. I know you're not being funny.
not being funny. It is real.
It is real. Yeah.
I want to thank, by the way, that we've been on the air for almost 2.5 hours, and this is one of the biggest shows we have had as far as listeners and viewers. So I want to give
in recent history.
Yes, in recent history, but yeah, I'm really.
Well, that's because people were
off season too.
People were expecting us to go in depth about camp and we did a nice little Alabama preview at the beginning, but there'll be way more camp talk, guys. And once camp gets going, there's not a lot to talk about. Camp opens up on Wednesday, and then as far as if the whole ruling for the NCAA about we have no more information than that. we put out a show Friday. If you want to go back and listen to that, that's when the information was new. We go way in depth on the but who knows? There's so many rule changes coming with that. Maybe you'll see the return of J.D. Lampley and Marlon Gunn. Maybe you won't.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say, I'm looking at my notes here. The only thing that I didn't mention tonight that I had written down was Charlie Baker, the NCAA, in his statement about the ruling of the judge in Colorado, the first thing he had to say was, this is an effort by failed professionals to go back and make money in college. I felt like that was highly insulting for him.
And he ruled in favor of it?
I agree.
He called them failed professionals, meaning like you're in an NFL camp and you don't make the team, so you're going back to college. I just felt like that shows how out of touch he is. He's a jerk.
NCAA said that.
Yeah, that guy is not a leader at all.
Yeah.
No.
What that is awful.
I'll tell you by the way,
he
guys,
should be ashamed of him. It's the NCAA that screwed all this up, and he was part of it. So
yes,
I'll tell you what. Instead of having a figurehead, they need to have like a real coach or former athletic director. Somebody knows what the hell they're doing, and not just a figurehead that's making a lot of money. I forgot the salary for the was a director for the NCAA. It's ridiculous.
He's making like $500,000 at least.
Oh, let's go get that. Let's go get the former AD at James Madison to be the head of the NCAA.
Yep. There you go. Although
that dude, everything he touched turned to gold.
100%. Even Mike Houston. He even made Mike Houston a winner.
Exactly.
All right, guys. I tell you what, we for those they're still with us. If you did not hear, we'll be with you starting on obviously next Sunday night, but then the following Wednesday, we're going to start our preview show. So we'll be doing
twice a week.
Yep, twice a week, because we'll be back in season. And you guys, I just want to thank all of y'all. I have so much fun. I was watching that movie today, and I said, you know what? I'm glad I have this movie that's like 3 hours long.
At some point, we've done so many different. We're going to get out of here, but we've done so much different crap over the years, different little spinoffs, and me and Bubba's no longer involved with this. He does his own thing, but we had a series called The Coach's Kid that I'd love to bring back at some point.
There's a lot of great ones I thought about, by the way, Kyle.
Yeah, The Coach's Kid was a short-lived.
And I have a candidate, Kyle, so we could. Okay. I think that's a great idea.
But we had some great. We had Tommy Bowden. We had Terry Holland's daughter, which that's one of my favorite things I ever did was interviewing Terry Holland's daughter.
That's huge.
You go back, it's in our archives on Sports Objective. There's some good episodes there from Tommy Bowden. We did several, but the only two I can remember are Tommy Bowden and Terry Holland's daughter. And the Terry Holland daughter one was very emotional. And I would recommend you guys want to go back in archives, check out that. And that's something I'd love to get back to at some point. I don't think Bubba seems to keep wanting to do his own thing. That's fine. So me and maybe Stevie or JR or Dave, somebody can join me to do that at some point.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
And we're getting a lot of our regulars back, which is great. That means that football is around. And how many days, by the way, before we get out of here to
hold on, Alexa, how many days is it till September 5th?
34.
It's 34 days until September 5th.
I got it.
There you go.
34 days. So just over a month. And we're looking forward to it. And Alan and I will be doing high school football starting on the 21st. So looking forward to that, my friend. And I wish I had more days of the week that I could do shows, but it's a lot right now going on at work and single dad and everything. And I'm a commissioner like Stevie. So
I wish at some point D.H. Connolly would play Martin County. That'd be awesome.
I'd love that.
I would love it. This is a true thing, and I say this not kissing up to Alan, but the fact that I would love to be able to do a broadcast with it. We did a little bit. We did a game for Martin County basketball, but love to do more stuff with him.
Yes. All right. Well,
you can't hear me what I said. So.
Alan said that Dave wanted you to know that he says you're a great broadcaster and he'd love to do more games with you, and that way he could show you how to do it correctly.
Yes, I will take notes. I have a number 2 pencil and a crayon whenever that happens. Yes.
It's like the guy that was in the studio and the guy that was reporting at that hotel, motel, whatever the place was. Well, if I need to
Holiday Inn?
teach you how to do it, I will teach you when you come back here how to be a reporter.
I remember I was your boss at one time, Stevie.
Yeah, you were.
You
What
were.
happened there?
And we've got a new sponsor, Tomahawk Hotel in Hosky.
Oh gosh.
The Tomahawk Hotel in Ahoskie, where you can
I
go.
worked there. I worked
I
there.
know. I was joking with Stevie one night. This is a true story. Before one of our Sunday shows, and I said, we've got a new sponsor, and I was just playing along with him, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I worked there," and I was just totally joking about it.
That was a part-time weekend job doing security from like 10 at night to 6 in the morning.
The Tomahawk Motel in Ahoskie.
Yeah, that wasn't nice. No, it wasn't.
That's Robert Dedrick's hometown, right?
Robert Matthews.
Oh, shoot. I always get those two mixed up.
Well, don't let Robert Matthews hear you say that.
Exactly.
No. I apologize to both Roberts.
Well, I would apologize to Robert Dedrick for confusing him with Robert Matthews too.
I do.
Robert Matthews.
You're bad with names,
Hey,
guys,
look,
so
Robert
you can
Matthews knows I'm just kidding. Robert Matthews is one of the few people that participated in buying my wife stuff for her classroom for her Amazon wish list.
Yeah, and you're taking pot
So
shots.
thank you, Robert. He bought her a megaphone so she can pretend to be Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Hart.
That's right. That's right, baby. Stay on him, Honky. Stay on him.
Well, I keep on dancing.
Hey, the Gentrys. There you go.
Yeah, the Gentrys. I heard they were going to re-release a Gentrys album now.
All right.
Yes, I can't wait. I hope Jimmy Hart autographs them.
All right. Well,
Robert Dedrick is in Washington.
Yeah, I'll never get that wrong again, Robert. I apologize. I love Washington. I love going down there.
Just don't call it Little Washington.
Yeah.
Robert, do you care if it's original Washington?
He called it original Little Washington earlier.
No, that was Kenny.
Oh, that was Kenny. Okay.
We got so many people that you can't remember who.
Robert's not so picky.
No, he's just in Washington. All right. Do you guys have we'll go around one more time. Anything before we get out of here?
Not a damn thing.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for
whatever he said. Nope.
He says he doesn't care. All right. We'll get out of here. Thank you so much. We'll be back next Sunday. And of course, TSO Sunday night. And you can always listen to our podcast everywhere and our social media. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And we'll see you next Sunday night. It's TSO Sunday night and at 8 o'clock. Join us.
Shalom and amen.
Pirates.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.